Hello everybody, I am the Bro 9000 and today is Rocky 4 Day, or Saturday the 5th of February 2021. I am the Bro 9000 and I trust you are all very well today. No news this week, nothing happened. No Luke Skywalker, no nothing. Shall we get the guests out? I think we should. First up, hello everybody. First up, he's from New York and so good, we named him twice. It's the wonderful Peacat.
Hello, 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 hello.
Hello, Dave.
How are you?
I'm okay, Dave. Are you?
I'm good, Dave. Thanks for asking.
Just for the benefits of Mega Geek. Daisy. You all right, Peacats?
All good. Always excited to talk about any Rocky movie.
Oh, especially this one. Looking forward to this.
Classic 80s.
It's so good. We're not even going to do any news this week. We possibly may do a news show tomorrow, but let's not spoil it. So, you know what my next question is, don't you, my friend?
Bring out the next guest. Do it.
Next up, he's the wise elder of the channel, the writer, the portal, the director, and fully paid up member of the Selfridges Appreciation Society. It's the great Mega Geek himself, Ian Daisy Diaz.
Hello, everybody. How are we today?
Hello there, sir.
Yeah.
Hi, buddy. You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, we're talking about Rocky 4, right? So
we are,
I'll
buddy.
save
Yes.
my stuff until we actually start talking about it. It's a lot to talk about on this one because this is the special director's cut, isn't it? So.
Oh yes. This wouldn't be a stream if one of the guests didn't drop off just as you're about to introduce her. Reni!
Bag of dicks, Reni.
I know. She goes round telling everybody what she's going to do with a bag of dicks. But I think she's the one who's got the problem, don't you? So, okay. So, I will improvise. Oh! Secret comedy, everybody. Secret comedy. Missing for the last few weeks, but she's back like the latest COVID variant. She's the princess of Xanadu, but she's the queen of this channel. All the way from the land of the Texas Shire, it's the newly engaged Reni A.
What's up, you guys?
Hi.
Where have you been, Reni?
Where have I been? Well, actually getting some rest.
Been?
Oh, how? I've been good. Been really good.
She's been stuck in the snow. That's the problem.
Yeah.
2 millimeters of it, yes.
I know. You get an inch of snow in Texas, if that, and everything shuts down. Like, people freak the fuck out. And it's so insane. Like, Thursday and Friday in the area that I live in, everything was shut. I'm like, but I wanted to order something to eat. So I had to eat what I had at home, and which is fine, and make my own coffee. But
Hot Pockets.
I do actually have a bunch of Hot Pockets in the freezer still.
God.
Yes.
It's just like England, though,
my
isn't
snow
it?
out to you.
I was able to order breakfast out this morning, so that was nice.
I mean, it's not only there in England. If it snows here and one flake of snow touches the like a railway thing, all the trains shut down.
Yeah,
they all shut down because we're not used to snow. That's why everything shuts down.
Yeah,
or leaves on the track.
Yeah, or a leaf on the track. Yeah.
If we were in the Midwest, it would be, business as usual. But no, we're in Texas. It's like, oh my God, a snowflake. I've got to close my doors. We've got to salt the freeways. I mean, they just go nuts. It's crazy.
Snowflake, we're not talking about though. We're talking about genuine snowflakes.
Yeah, not special snowflakes like you guys. We're good. Sorry. I'm kidding.
I wanted to send my snow out your way.
I don't know what you mean by that, but okay.
Nothing dirty on that. I'm just saying we had like 16 to 18 inches last week. So
that's right. See, you guys are so used to it on the East Coast. You know what's up.
Yeah, I hate it.
Shall we get the next guest out, or should we just talk snow all evening?
No, do it.
Get the rose out.
Yes.
You know what? It's
Get
never a
this
stream
lovely lady
unless let's just get this out the way. Look at that. Oh, yes. Well done, Mayor McCheese. Let's get it out the way.
Nice to see you, Burger Boy.
Bacon.
Okay. And last, but by no means least, new to the channel. There's a shit joke in here somewhere. She's got more M's in her name than M&M's. It's Ms Martin Muses.
Yeah, that was a shit joke.
It was a shit joke.
Hello. Well, hello, but it always sounds good in a British accent. So you're all forgiven. You can say anything in a British accent. It sounds funny and cool.
Yeah.
Ms Martin Muses. Are you well?
I'm very well. And like Reni, I've been shut in, but we had ice, which was even worse than snow.
Wow.
So it's actually been very fun because when everyone tells you on the news and don't leave your home, I'm like, if you insist, I'll sit and read a book and drink some hot chocolate.
Yeah.
You looking forward to this?
Oh yes. Oh hell yes. I love this so much.
Love Rocky. Okay, so as I said, no news this week. We may do it tomorrow, depending. I'll just do the blurb then, if I may. I need to press some buttons. I will say to everybody, please like, share, subscribe, all the usual stuff.
What's happened to Brian?
Yeah.
His other half's poorly.
Oh, okay. I hope she gets better. If you're listening,
I
Brian.
hope she's okay. Brian, if you're listening, hope everything's okay.
Yeah, she's caught the lurg. I don't think it's the coof, but she's caught something, so he's looking after her. Okay, so I'll just do some blurb. It's difficult to find blurb on the director's cut. All I could find was the 1985 original, so I'll just kind of quote verbatim. Written and directed by Sylvester Stallone, starring Sylvester Stallone as Rocky Balboa. Talia Shire, Adrian, Burt Young, Paulie, Carl Weathers, Apollo Creed, Bridget Nielsen, Ludmilla, Tony Burton, Duke, Michael Pataki, Nikolai Karloff, and Dolph Lundgren as Ivan Drago, produced by James D. Brubaker. He was an exec. Robert Chartoff, producer Arthur Chobanian, executive producer Erwin Winkler, producer music Vince DiCola. Runtime for this version was 134 minutes. I don't know what the budget for this one was. The original budget for the original version was 30 million. And it grossed 300 million, which is not a bad return. So, who would like to start first? I'm going to do it in screen order. So, PCAT, what do you think of this film?
I'll tell you, I'm trying to separate the emotions from, because you're bringing me back to actually saw this in the theater as a kid, the regular version, and it was such a treat as a kid going to the theater. We had a half a day of school, so we had already planned this out. But seeing this movie, it's tough because when you've seen the regular version of Rocky 4, like I'm sure you guys have seen it at least 10 times, maybe 20 times.
Oh my God, yes, so many.
And you're in your head as you're seeing dialogue that's been changed. Your head is just going back to the dialogue that's missing, or the scenes that are missing, or
Where's the
this is a
robot?
different take of it. And poor Paulie, who was, before Lando became a pansexual in Solo, Paulie was the original pansexual. He had his robot love, and now it's taken, and he lost it.
Oh yes.
But it was interesting because you got to see an alternate version of Rocky 4, which to me had some good changes and some changes I wasn't a fan of. But it's still Rocky. It's still Rocky Drago, so it's still enjoyable.
Right, who's next? Ian, what did you think to this version? Cheers, Brandon.
Well, it was. So the problem with the original version was that he didn't shoot enough of film. So it was one of the shortest Rocky films ever.
I was like, he wasn't shooting anyone.
It's like it's not Rambo.
I know.
That's a totally different film.
So
sorry, Ian.
Those seriously. So basically, he was in trouble anyway. This is the worst, as far as I'm concerned. This is the worst Rocky film made, in my opinion. I even like Rocky 5 over this one for some reason, and a lot of people hate Rocky 5, but I like Rocky 5 anyway. This version, I was told, and I don't know if it's true, he was bored and locked down. So basically, he wanted to go back. He wanted to work. He just wanted to work. So he was looking at his stuff, and he came across Rocky 4. And after watching it again, he wasn't happy with it. So he spoke to the studio and said, "Look, I want to put an alternative version of Rocky 4 out there." And they agreed. And so he just sat in the editing suite with an editor, and they re-edited Rocky 4. Now this version is even thinner than the original. 6 minutes of number 3 in the top of this film. 6 minutes, count it. 6 minutes of a segment of Rocky 3.
See, I'm glad you brought that up, because I started watching it today and I was like, did I get the wrong movie? And I looked at the title.
Exactly.
I'm like, no.
Yeah. And then, to top it all off, they didn't have the original person that scored the film, and they couldn't have the "Gonna Fly Now" song in this film at all, right? Which spoiled it for me when I first watched it. Spoiled it for me. That stupid music where he was climbing up the mountain with a twig in his back, lifting up a wooden whatever, and it just didn't work for me. But the plus things about this is obviously Dolph Lundgren. If he dies, he dies. I love that. But with this version, I think it was slightly better because I loved the talk between him and Adrian in the beginning when Paulie comes and you can not Paulie, Apollo, and it's more padded out. You can see the reason why he wanted to fight Drago. The reason is better in this version than it was in the original version. But I won't go on. But apart from that, this film still has a huge flaw. It's not long enough. And you can tell because they put that big montage scene where he was driving. It's almost like a MTV video in the middle to try and stretch it out.
At MTV viewership, yes.
Still, as I said, though, it's enjoyable to a point, isn't it? Yeah. And that's all I can say about it. Really, I'm glad I didn't see this film in the cinema because I would have been really pissed if I saw this film.
The original or the director's cut, or both?
The director's cut. Because I had a chance to see it in the cinema, but I didn't.
I went out of my way to go watch it, and I loved it.
Yeah, well, I mean, everybody's different, right? And I just thought it was okay.
And the cinema was surprisingly full, considering we were, with everything going on. So, okay, so Reni, I get the feeling you're into this.
Yes, as a massive Stallone and Rocky fan, yes, I have my Rocky collection that I watch, at least once a year. So
good for you.
watching this, I kept, thinking, okay, this is missing. But I was like, I swear if they cut James Brown out of this film, I'm going to cut somebody. And they didn't. But, like PCAT said, I was a itty bitty whenever I first saw this, and my dad took me and my cousin to see it in the movie theater, because he brought me up on Rocky, and he's like, "You ready to go see Rocky 4?" I'm like, "Yay!" Because he wanted to take me to see the Sesame Street movie. I'm like, "No, I want to watch Rocky."
Fuck that.
Yeah, screw that. So I had a lot of fun with it, and I think the reason that Stallone, like, not just the montages, because there were 2 montages to begin with, and those were still in the film, but he just made this film as a Rocky film in the 80s. You had the 80s music, the 80s montages, and all that. It's very different than the other films because, Gonna Fly Now isn't in it, and I kind of missed some of that, and they added it kind of into the end in this version, but I still liked it. I still liked a lot of the dialogue extras. What?
Because they couldn't get the composer back, so he owned the rights. Every composer that composes music to a film, they own the rights to their music. So the studio kind of rents it out. So I can't remember who did the original music for
Bill Conti.
Bill Conti.
Yeah.
So Bill Conti owns it since he wasn't doing the scoring for the film.
Okay.
They could have rented it from him, like they did with John Williams with the Superman movies, but they didn't for some reason. Yeah,
but I will say, I like any of the movies. I like any of them better than Rocky 5, Ian. I can't believe you said that. I just had to say that, but any of them will do better than Rocky 5. But I still love Rocky 4.
So, Reni, what you're saying is Ian's wrong.
It's not that I'm saying he's wrong. It's just that I don't agree with him on that front. I would never say the term Ian is wrong because I don't believe that.
I would.
I was going to say, no problem. Ian, you're completely wrong. You have no soul.
I have no soul. That's hilarious.
You heartless man.
I'm going to send you a bag of dicks that says Rocky 5 on it.
Ms Martin Muses, did you like this film?
Oh, absolutely. I bawled and bawled and bawled and bawled, and then I bawled some more. I loved it.
What about the film?
No, that's what I'm saying. I cried during the movie. It was so
good for you.
And it was I prefer this version to the original. I think this was a superior interpretation of.
It is slightly better,
material.
Yeah.
Well,
you'll do well on this channel. You will.
Okay. Well, no, I mean, I didn't even mind that they added all that extra stuff from Rocky 3 because obviously what I think Rocky Sylvester Stallone was trying to really bring forward was everything that he felt towards Apollo and how much it really meant to him that he eventually inadvertently did some actions that led to his best friend at this point getting killed and being killed in such a tragic way. I really felt it. The extra scenes that they added, and by putting more oomph into the Rocky 3. And oh my gosh, when they did the extended scene with his funeral, where finally the trainer of Apollo, they put back in his eulogy for Apollo.
See, I love that too. Duke got more screen time. Yeah. Awesome.
Yes. Oh, it was and
awesome.
And I think that this version also moved me in these interpretations because Sylvester Stallone likely was very aware of what he had just got done doing with Creed 2, with the whole revisiting of Drago and his son and all of those themes. So I think that he had them in the back of his mind. And maybe if I hadn't loved the Creed movies and especially Creed 2 as much as I did, maybe I wouldn't have liked this version as much. It's kind of like the way Cobra Kai makes me love Karate Kid more. The Creed movies made me love Rocky 4 more.
There's one thing with the connection into Rocky 3 of all he spent all that time with the flashback scenes of Rocky 3, he cuts out showing the third fight. Which I was like, they showed all that, but yet they missed the third fight, which would have tied more into the Creed movies, because that was a big scene in Creed when Adonis asked him, I heard about a third fight, and then he goes, who won? And then Rocky goes, he did. And that they don't show that in this version.
Yeah.
I have a confession, if I may.
Uh-oh.
This is the only Rocky film I've seen.
Really? You haven't seen the third one?
I can't
That is
even, Brown.
terrible.
The first one? The second one?
I just this one.
Really?
That's not cool, bro.
When this was out originally on the good old VHS days, my friend and I, we just I think this was kind of aimed at our age group, the MTV type age group, and we just lapped this up. Just such a great film, and we loved the montages, the music, everything. Just loved it. And I will say, and then we'll do some slides once I've kind of finished my little bit. My friend and I have got very, very happy memories of this film. As I said, I think we had 2 VHS recorders back in the day, and we did the naughty and taped the film.
Mm-hmm.
So we've seen this film a hell of a lot of times. And I kind of agree with what Ian said about it's too short. But when I was, say, 15, 16, 90 minutes was spot on. And I don't know if it was by hook or by crook. I think Ian said they'd not shot enough film. And I think it was kind of a happy accident for that time. And as I said, my friend and I have seen this film so many times. I think we even bought the soundtrack, and the music was absolutely fantastic as well. And as I said, I went to go see this when it was reissued. I think it was November last year.
Yes.
And I'd not seen it in the cinema. And there was a few people in the cinema who, I think, considering it was a Thursday evening, midweek, COVID, blah, 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 there was quite a few in. And my thoughts about this film was, this was the Rocky IV film that 17-year-old or 15-year-old, 16-year-old back in 85 would want to watch when he's 52, 53. And yeah, I just love this film. Just love it. And I do apologize for not seeing the other films. I probably should.
Dude, I really think that you would
It's
like
not good,
them.
is it? Sorry. Stream killer, I know.
Rocky 3 is my favorite.
Oh, no. Rocky 1. I mean,
The
Rocky
original.
1 is a
Yeah.
masterpiece.
It is. And I
It-
think it
It's
won the
a
Academy
whole
Award,
other
right?
level of filmmaking.
Yeah, best
Mhm.
picture, best
Best-
director.
Yeah, best director, and it didn't win for score. It should have won for score. That was a crime
Yeah.
that Bill Conti didn't win for that score. That score is
You know
amazing.
what's interesting about this version of when I was watching this version, I kept saying to myself, I'm not gay or anything. I kept saying to myself, look at Sylvester Stallone, what a specimen he is. Do you know what I mean? And
Oh my God, yeah.
and the guy who plays Apollo, they both in the prime of their lives. Look at them, they're muscular.
Dolph
They've got like
Lundgren.
Well, and Dolph
both of
Lundgren,
them,
holy-
and Dolph as well.
Yeah,
Dolph,
Dolph's
they've
legs
all,
were freaking me out.
they
I'm like,
all
damn.
they
that
they
man
all
was a sculpture. He was
Yeah.
friggin' David.
they all look all three of them are handsome dudes, aren't they? All three of them.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I'm
when
going
you
to
look
stick my
back.
neck out here.
Hmm.
When you look at this film, and Ian is correct, it's not gay to kind of look at somebody and just think, wow. You've just got to respect. This is why I've always liked Stallone. You've got to respect the work ethic of, going to the gym, that's what I liked about Arnie as well. You know, the work ethic of getting in shape for a role, and yeah, it's one thing to act, but this is like a complete package, and he probably wasn't even nominated for Best Actor at the Oscars.
For the
And he should have
original,
been,
Yeah,
because
he was.
Oh,
In
so
Rocky
he's-
One.
yeah.
yeah. And for Creed, he was supporting actor nominated.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, can I just appreciate that you said the complete package? Because I'm like, oh yeah. There were 3 complete packages in this movie.
Yeah,
Dear, oh
anybody who's
dear.
ever been to the gym or trained for something will just doffed their cap to Sylvester Stallone. His work ethic, his professionalism is just up there, and I've got nothing but respect for the guy.
I mean, all of them really. You know, even the girl who plays Adrian. I mean, she looked fucking fantastic, and what's her name?
Talia
Bridget
Shire.
Nielsen. Yeah, Bridget Nielsen. They
Yeah,
all
Bridget,
they
yeah.
all look like, you know, they're all look like they were in their prime. All of them,
Mm.
more so than in Rocky 3 and Rocky 2 and 1. They all, as I said, it's really beautifully shot as well. This film, the colors and
It is.
everything, and you know, the way the shots are composed, really fantastic. But it's a shame the actual content of the film was just a copy of 3 and 2. Really, it's a shame. But you know, I still enjoyed it. You know, because it was predictable, wasn't it, all the way through? Don't you think?
Well, because we've already seen Rocky
Nothing wrong with
4.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but that just goes to show my justification for Rocky 5, because Rocky 5 was a completely original idea for a movie. He didn't fight in the ring. He was training somebody, even though that somebody, you know, we're not here to talk about Rocky 5, but that's just my point. My point is Rocky 5 was far more original than the last 3 that came before it. That's the reason why I like Rocky 5, even though a lot of people hated it. But you know, that's what I'm saying. But we're talking about Rocky 4. Rocky 4, specimens all across the board, right across the
Incredible,
board.
yeah.
Lots of meat on the table. Meat on the table.
Do you know what? You wouldn't think that Therese is a nice Catholic girl, would you? Really, let's face it. The things that
Oh,
she's
Ian.
saying.
Hey,
Yeah.
we can appreciate a man, okay? Especially a nice heterosexual, warm-blooded woman like me. It's the beauty of the human body.
Absolutely.
Don't ever stop being a woman.
Absolutely.
I like the way you explained it, Teresa.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Well, and don't forget that what made this movie a little more unique is that this was at the height of some really serious Cold War stuff going
Yes,
on in
it
the
was.
80s.
Mhm.
Yes.
And Frankie Goes to Hollywood as well, yes.
Oh,
yeah.
dear.
So
Relax.
it was a moment in time when
Mm.
I remember just being raised at this tail end of the Cold War, and we really thought it was heating up. We really thought we were all going to get blown up, that everyone was going to, yeah, it was in those Reagan years and some of those negotiations. We had no idea that actually in 3 years it was going to all come tumbling down, and in the manner that it did so. So this is like a snapshot in time of something that defined my childhood.
You see, they changed the ending though, Teresa, in this version.
Mm-hmm.
I liked
They
the
changed the
difference.
ending. Yeah.
A much better alternate take of his speech. Much better.
But also the in the original version, the guy who's playing Gorbachev was clapping for Rocky.
Yes.
In this version, they get up in disgust
They
and
all
walk
get up,
off,
yeah.
don't they?
Yeah,
So,
which is
Makes
more
more
Oh,
sense.
yes.
more
Yeah.
sense. That's far more realistic. I always,
Yeah.
even as a kid, thought they wouldn't be clapping this. They'd be
No.
getting ready to send everyone to Siberia.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
But the
Yes,
thing is, though, as I
hard
said,
point
the script is very, very, very. How shall I put it? It's
By the numbers?
thin. It's thin, and also it's very naive as well. As you'd think that, you know, an American boxer would go out to Russia and convince the whole crowd that you know, and be on his side. I mean, that's just very naive writing, basically. But you
Aliens
know,
coming down would be more realistic.
exactly. and I agree with Teresa and Reni. If they took out what's his name? Was
The
his name
robot?
the singer? Yeah, him.
Oh, James Brown.
Oh, James.
If
Yeah.
they took out James Brown, that would have been a crime in itself, wouldn't it? Let's face it. 'Cause
Yeah.
It would.
that scene is so
would.
much fun. Isn't
Okay,
it?
guys.
That scene.
So
It really
shall we?
is.
Shall we? We have got a lot of slides to get through. I tried to cut them down as many as I could, but as Ian said, so many really good, really nice shots, pictures, and the montages were the killer. So we've got a lot to get through. So okay, so
It's the cat again.
yeah, updated
Lenny?
CGI cat. Yeah, Lenny the CGI cat. And is
Clever
this? Yeah,
That's
you'll have to help me.
Yeah.
I
I've
pity the
not
fool,
seen
Mr.
this.
T, bro.
Mr. T.
Come on, who doesn't know
getting on
Mr.
that plane.
T?
They
6
took away
minutes.
his lion roar. If you ever watch Rocky 3,
Yes,
when he
yes.
goes to knock, especially in the first
Yeah.
fight, they add like a lion sound, but when they played it here, they took it away.
See, the
Oh,
reason,
yeah.
one of the reasons why Rocky 3 was so good was because Sylvester
T.
Stallone took a different stance with 3, didn't he? He basically went over the top deliberately with 3 because the first 2 were quite realistic when
Yeah.
punches and everything, but this one was right over the top, from the lion roar to the what is it, the exploding punches on people's faces. And
Dude, a wrestler and a boxer in the same match. I mean,
exactly.
I love Hulk
So,
Hogan and Mr. T, which is a big reason why I love Rocky 3.
yeah.
But yeah, I was very out there. But I still love
If you,
it.
yeah, and if you notice in this one, he changed the boxing sound effects in the director's
He
cut.
did.
Now
That's what I
they
just said
used-
just
it's-
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was real. It was real sound effects because in Rocky 6 was the first movie they actually used real sound effects,
Yes.
and for
That's
this
true,
they got
yeah.
rid of the shotgun and chain sounds that they.
Like-
If you look at, they use shotgun noises and chains for the punches.
Christ.
And
Yep.
also, when they missed, there was this huge whoosh, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like there. So- but the thing is,
I-
I take my hat off to Sylvester Stallone for actually doing that with Rocky 3 because he realized he was repeating the same story, but what he did, he took it to a different level, didn't he? He took it to a ridiculous level in Rocky 3, and that's why it was one of the most successful Rocky films. I loved Rocky 3 when I saw it. I thought, so over the top that what's not to like about that film? Do you know what I mean? It's really fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the kind of the recap from Rocky 3 then, isn't it?
6 minutes.
Yeah.
Ian kept track.
Oh, well, what can I say? 6 minutes in the front. It's crazy.
That's what you'll end up looking like with a night out with Reni,
Oh no!
with a bag of dicks.
Good makeup.
Poor Rocky. He's always getting beaten up, isn't he?
That's Rocky for you.
And this is what it looks like when you get smashed in the face by Mr. T. That's not pretty, is it?
No.
It's a good shot, though. Boom. Yeah.
And then that kind of stops, doesn't it? That little reprise, and then he goes to it's a statue of himself, isn't it?
Statue of himself, yeah, and he throws his helmet at it because Mickey died, and his world seems to be crumbling because he's not champion of the world anymore, or some nonsense like that. But yeah. Looks nothing like him, but there you go.
Was this in the original? Because I can't.
Yeah,
kind of
yeah, it
remember.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in the
Rocky
third
3,
one. Yeah.
It's been so many years since I've seen the original version.
They left it there. They left that statue
I
there,
was
but they
going to
removed
say,
it.
I think it was
They
really
removed
left
it,
in
didn't they?
Philadelphia.
Yeah,
It's
they
a real
did, but they
statue.
removed it. Yeah.
Yeah, they moved it away from the art museum.
We got some news in the chat from Not Brian Young. Rumor has it Pablo Hidalgo has parted company with Lucasfilm.
Oh, who's Pablo?
Yeah.
Who's Pablo?
Who cares? It's the guy who did Erkley Jerkley, isn't it?
Has he even done
Turkey.
anything lately? I mean,
Who cares anyway?
So
So he throws his helmet at the
Yeah.
statue.
This tells you the whole story of Rocky 3. It's
Pretty
you might-
much.
Yeah.
Except for they left out Hulk Hogan. But what else?
Yeah.
well, that was just a silly cameo thing.
Yeah, but it was still
Did he-
fun.
Yeah, but it's based on true true life with boxing when they did. Was it Chuck Wepner, who Rocky is based on, had a boxer wrestler match, and so did Muhammad Ali.
Oh, that's
I
right.
Did you?
For the uninitiated, why is he throwing the helmet at the statue?
Because he
Because
lost.
he's
He lost the
upset. He
fight.
lost Mick.
Right.
Mhm.
Well,
He
and
lo-
he lost Mick at the
Lost
same
Mick
time.
and he lost the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. His world was
Right,
falling
okay.
apart.
Oh, it was so sad.
The uninitiated being me. Okay.
Oh gosh, you have got to watch these movies and Creed 1 and 2. That's all I got to say. You got to watch them all.
And then he goes to this place where he originally was in Rocky 1. That's where he originally trained. And he
Mike
Yeah, I
meets
Misses.
kind of
Apollo
got this.
Creed. And Apollo Creed, you got to get back there, man. You got to get back. The eye of the tiger, man. And all that rubbish.
God.
You're the tiger, yes.
Yeah.
So Rocky goes in the gym and Apollo is there.
Yeah. How did Apollo know he was there? Who knows? Don't know.
Was he
As a
stalking
drinker
him
would
or
say.
following him? No,
I
just
have no
Go away
idea.
now.
No, his
Yeah.
wife, Adrian. He was at Rocky's place, and he goes, "Your wife told me I'd find you here."
Ah,
Oh,
that
that's
was
right.
it. Yeah, of course.
I need to
of course.
rewatch the Rocky movies.
Convenient.
That's why Peacock is the wingman of this channel.
Or I'm just overly obsessed with Rocky and seen it 900 times.
And
Oh my
and the
God.
wingman, which is a good combination. So Apollo, the way I've taken this is he wants to be his manager. Is that right?
No, he wants
Well-
to train him
Trainer.
and
He
get him
wants to
back
train him.
into that Eye of the Tiger
Wants to
mode.
get back in the ring
After
and
losing.
stuff like that.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
The
He says to get back in the ring.
I
I
am the
don't want to do
tiger.
it no more. I don't want to do it no more. Something
Get to the
like
chopper.
Wrong accent.
Wrong film.
Yeah.
We need to do Predator at some point.
It made me wonder though, because when they did the ones with Rock in it, but he wasn't. He was. What's the new ones? What are they called? The two new ones you mentioned,
Creed.
Fraser. Creed. When I did Creed,
Oh.
I was wondering why they didn't mention Mr. T at all in
Oh.
it. It's really weird.
Yeah, he wanted to have him in it initially as one of the color commentators during the fight in Rocky 6. They wanted to bring him back, but I
Right.
guess
Oh,
they
fun.
couldn't work out a deal with them.
Oh, that's a shame.
The more you know.
Yeah.
There you are. Yeah.
So he set a fight up then, by the looks of it, with the said person.
Well,
Is this
basically
the
he trains.
rematch?
Yeah, he trains
Mhm.
Rocky, and Rocky
Yeah.
reluctantly, and then it's his wife that tells him that he should,
I love
get
that
back on the horse.
speech.
Remember that scene on
Yeah,
the
she
beach?
just yells at him.
Yeah.
And then he and Apollo go jumping around in the ocean.
yeah, in the water.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
short shorts.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
we'll see that later
They
in the
were so
montage.
happy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you do
love
see the
short
montage.
shots.
They were frolicking.
They were frolicking because they were so happy.
Yeah.
In a very
And then-
manly way. I
That's
will just say a lot of the slides are just dynamic boxing and it's just blurry. So I do apologize. Yeah, there's lots of those shots. So
Gonna fly
Ain't so
now.
I am
bad.
the tiger.
Ain't so bad.
Ain't so bad.
Be more man than him.
He's losing. No, he's not
I am the
losing. He's
tiger.
getting
I am the
mad.
I am the tiger.
Yeah. He said, I thought you said be cool. That was cool. Remember that scene?
Yep.
We'll just pile through the dynamic shots.
Yeah. Snarl.
Snarl.
Oh yeah, that's my sound
Bang.
effect. Oh,
That's
look at
the
that.
That's the last punch. Sends
Gosh,
him
my
down.
jaw. I'm getting
So-
my jaws popping just watching this.
So this is from Rocky 3 then, yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Rocky 3. Rocky knocks out Clubber Lang. He hits the deck and he wins. And
Okay,
everybody
so-
starts cheering.
So Balboa says to Mr. T, you are getting on that plane.
No, exactly. But in number 3, he promises Apollo that he will do a little boxing match with him.
Yeah.
hmm
You know, he says
To
he
pay
owed
him
me a
back for
favor.
training
What
him.
favor?
Right.
Yeah, what favor? He wants to know why he survived 1 minute longer than him in the second one. So he wanted to do a rematch, just private rematch between him and Apollo.
Okay. So all this is this extended kind of new footage then?
No,
it's just
footage from the third one.
Yeah.
kind of reminding you what happened in the third one, I guess.
Yeah.
So to speak.
The music was different though, from what I recall.
Yes.
What, in this one, in the third one?
As they were showing it here, they did a replay of the Eye of the Tiger.
Yes, of
The Eye of the
course.
Tiger didn't play in the original. Rocky
No,
film.
actually, it did. It opened up with Eye of the Tiger.
No, it opened.
Yeah.
No. But I'm saying at that moment, at the end of the movie, they didn't replay.
No, they didn't. You're right. You're absolutely right. Yeah. They just put it in.
Okay, so we go to. I'm assuming this is now Rocky IV.
Yes.
And Apollo's in the pool
with doggies.
Yeah. His wife won't join him, so he had to. His dog.
I had a TV
bad
just
special
like
effects.
that in our swimming pool. We had a little TV that would have to sit up there. That was before we had iPhones and stuff.
Swimming pool. All I had was a little bath in a council.
Well, you're living
You had a swimming pool?
You're in the land of Charles Dickens.
Okay.
You're living a Charles Dickens novel.
Oh, Reni's gone critical mass.
I think it was Dolph Lundgren. She's gone.
Oh, there she goes. Yeah. Well, you have to have pools. It's so hot here.
It wouldn't be a stream if Reni doesn't disappear. Okay, so
come back.
There's the girlfriend.
Bad special effects with the TV.
Yeah, bad. You'd have thought they would just make it better since they're bringing it back.
Natural, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks terrible.
Oh, look at that house.
Apollo goes to see Rocky. That is
a great addition.
Because he's wanting one more go, isn't he? Yeah.
And nice sitting there looking fine in a suit.
Yeah, as I said, they all look great, didn't they? I mean, from the costumes to the photography. The photography is terrific in this movie.
It is.
Absolutely terrific. I mean, remember, in today, they always wash things with reds, blues, and, I hate that. But in those days, they used to try and capture the color as it was on the day.
Yeah.
Which is, never mind.
The Russians who were visiting the US were wanting a fight with Rocky.
Yeah.
And
which you didn't get in the first version.
Yeah. So Apollo, if 5 years retirement at this point, I do believe. So he wanted to prove himself one more time.
It's a shame he didn't make it big as an actor, though, Carl Weathers, because Carl Weathers is a pretty good actor, and he was in his prime then, and he started in Predator, of course, and Action Jackson he thought Action Jackson. They thought that film was going to make him go further, but I don't understand why. It was a huge hit. I don't understand why they didn't, get him more films.
And he ended up in The Mandalorian for Disney.
Yeah.
Where did it all go wrong?
Did you guys already talk about Action Jackson?
No, we talked about you. We're saying you disappeared. The bag of dicks is gone.
I know. Well, you know me. You can never expect me to last the whole stream, at least with my service.
Rat disappearing, yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, I do remember Carl Weathers being in Action Jackson, which was such a cheesy movie.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
But it was fun. Yeah.
Yep.
A lot of fun. I remember that scene in Action Jackson. He had a flamethrower with the bad guy, and he said to him, "How'd you like your ribs?" And he burnt him. What a great line.
Ian is correct. Everything is beautifully shot.
It is. It looks fantastic.
It is.
It looks great at the cinema.
If you look at the photography today, it's very, very different. When somebody stands near a window today, you're squinting because you can't see the person. But in those days, the way they used to light things, they used to try and imitate what was actually there on the day. So since they're in California and since they're in, a well-lit studio, when they graded it, obviously, and when they shot it, they tried to make it look like the way it was on the day. But today, because of technology, they can make anything look like anything now. So
they just CG
post, yes.
Okay, gosh.
The Russians are doing the tour, and they're showing Drago off.
And Yeah,
I
Trey's
mean,
just
he is
Trey's getting hot.
sculptor. He is a sculptor. That is not a man. That
An
is a
amazing
work
athlete.
of art. That is a
It
work
is.
of art.
It is. It is.
Somebody give Tracer a drink, a cold one.
I think she needs to
That
jump in
Diet
a
Dr.
pool.
Pepper.
Teresa, you need to jump in the pool. Cool down, love.
Oh, it's too cold to friggin' have a pool right now. It'll warm up next week. I'll go in the pool.
On the documentary about making this, they were briefly talking about the guy on the right, Michael Patakai, just saying how incredible the guy was.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, he sounded genuinely Russian, and he's not, is he?
No.
He was one of these kind of jobbing actors in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, character actor.
Was it? Was he in Total Recall or
No?
He
a
was in The
film
Expendables,
similar
wasn't
to that?
He was in another Sylvester Stallone. Maybe it was. Everybody Google.
I think they said he
Was he?
they said he just stayed in character all the time,
Oh, method actor.
God, I hate actors like that. They're a real pain in the ass.
and they just said it was incredible.
Oh, I'll bet. Well, see, I'm looking it up right now.
Would you like a drink, sir? Niet.
He was a
I thought he was
Klingon in the
American.
old Star Trek.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in Red Scorpion and
Right, as a Russian.
Halloween 4, Spider-Man, TV
Wow.
show from the 70s.
Wow. As a Russian.
Yeah.
yeah, he was in The Expendables. I didn't imagine it.
Yeah.
Was he really? What did he play?
A
Or who
Russian.
did he play?
Gunnar Jensen.
Oh, you're talking about Dolph Lundgren. I thought you meant the other guy. I
Oh
was
yeah,
like,
no, I'm talking
no,
about
Dolph
Dolph.
Lundgren. Yeah, he's got Expendables.
Expendables
for
for
sure.
sure. Yeah.
Look
He was
who's
also
here,
in
everybody.
Sharknado 5.
MC.
MC. Hello, sir.
Sir.
MC made it.
Yeah, him and
So we
somebody
are
else.
being treated to a demonstration of the punching power of Drago.
This
Yep.
is awesome.
That's a normal man. Look at that.
And this is Drago. Boom. Yeah.
1,850
You will lose.
pounds.
So we cut back to the Stallone residence.
That's his real son, isn't it?
No,
It
that's
is.
in Rocky
It's-
5. It's Sage
Rocky
Stallone.
5.
Oh, I see. Okay. He died, didn't he?
Yeah, I did.
He did.
Mm.
Apollo is going one more shot. You know, I need to prove it. I need to prove to be a man and all this kind of stuff. That's,
Yeah.
you know, he just needs to prove himself.
Yeah, because
Get
he's a
more
has
patriotic.
been.
You get a
Yeah.
more patriotic
Well-
streak out of Apollo. I mean, it was patriotic in the first version, but you get even more of a patriotic streak out of Apollo for wanting to fight Drago. in
But
this.
that's not really why I wanted to do it. He wanted
No,
to
no,
feel
no, but
important
he-
again, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just going further on a bit. There's one line in it where Rocky says to Adrian, "I don't
Yes,
tell you to
great line.
stop being a woman, but well, you shouldn't tell me to stop being a man."
Yeah. You know,
I
it's
just like
classic
that.
Rocky dialogue, you know?
That actually is a great
I-
line, by the way.
I said that to Teresa earlier on, but anyway, moving on.
She shot
That
you
is
down,
not
didn't she?
true.
No, probably wasn't
Oh my
listening.
God.
But
I like this scene in the kitchen. I thought because this is not in the original, and I thought that it really did cement the. It really did explain why Rocky did not want to go back in the ring when they
Yeah.
both talked there. So that was a really good addition to the. What was really frustrating about this movie is you knew that they could put this stuff. Maybe they thought it'll drag it out too much in the original version. The original version was quite short as well. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this scene added some heart to the movie. I liked it too.
I will say Talia Shire, who plays Adrian, just fantastic in this film.
you
She's
see
great.
more of her.
And
Yeah.
she's a Coppola for
Understated,
crying
but
out loud.
great.
Mm. Isn't she related to Martin
She's-
Scorsese?
She's
Yeah, it's her
Francis Ford
sister.
Coppola's sister.
Mhm.
No, Sophia Coppola. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Wow.
You were in for such a treat when you watched the original Rocky. That's all I gotta
Oh,
say.
Yes.
I mean, if you can watch it and separate it from all the sequels, just watch it on its own. It's such an amazing story, and it's perfect.
Well, it's a very 70s movie. I must warn you, Brown. It's a very 70s movie. It moves quite.
Yes, dear.
It doesn't move fast, but it moves in a good pace. And also, every time I watch it, I always wonder what happened to his little tortoise in the film.
Oh yeah.
What happened to the tortoise is all I can say.
They're still alive. They're in Rocky 6.
Right.
They are. They're
that's
much bigger. Yeah.
I will just say about pacing and stuff. Last Sunday, I watched 2001.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Better die 1,000 deaths.
I will briefly say I can see why people dislike it, because there were times where I thought, okay, that's just a little bit self-indulgent.
No, it's totally self-indulgent. Kubrick made the film for himself. He's one of those filmmakers that would make the film the way he wants to make it and screw the audience. A lot of directors have that power. Clint Eastwood is one of them. Clint Eastwood would make a film for himself and doesn't care if it sells or not. And Woody Allen's another. So they've got that power to do that. You know?
Dennis Villeneuve.
Yeah, true story. My dad told me that when he watched 2001, when the credits rolled, he stood up and embarrassed my mother by going, "What the hell was that? What the hell was that?"
Absolutely hilarious.
Okay, so Rocky and
That's awesome story.
Apollo and Rocky are watching old reruns of their fights
on 16 mil. Would you believe?
Mm-hmm.
Not even on video, not even on VHS.
Lots of kind of the good old days.
Mm.
And I got
look at him busting out of his shirt in that scene.
I know.
I mean, damn.
As Ian said, fine specimens.
They are.
That's
They all are. Even the women.
Yeah, amazing athletes.
Yeah,
And
that's dedication, baby.
This was 40 years ago, before all this kind of Drago, supplements and medical training and stuff. But
can you
incredible.
imagine? Carl is like, Sylvester asked him, I'm making Rocky 4. Do you want to be in it? I've got this part for you. And he goes, yeah. And then Carl's probably thinking, shit, he's going to pump himself up, isn't he? I've got to pump myself up even more. He's staying in the gym, pumping himself up.
So, you want a contest? You want a contest?
Yeah. I don't want Sylvester looking better than me.
Yeah, screw that.
MC in chat, calm down, Trixie Hobbitsy. Crying.
He's talking to me.
You talking
Trixie
to her?
Okay, so
yeah, because that's kind of our nickname for each other, Trixie Hobbitsis. But yeah, long story.
This is where we kind of go magazine montage.
Yeah, there's loads of montages in this film.
I quite like all this kind of stuff. So we'll just.
But it's like
blast
so
through this.
80s.
It is.
Oh, it's
It adds
great.
authenticity though, because it's a real boxing magazine, so they're using real life.
In fact, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get rid of the avatars and we'll do this. Superman. I will say Superman and Lois this week. Excellent.
Versus Super Hype.
Just the ugliest Superman ever. I don't know how you can stand it.
This week's
Sorry.
episode was fantastic.
I've been watching Reacher, and I'm loving that.
Yeah,
On,
I saw
on
that.
Amazon, yeah, on Amazon.
I would just say that this channel is not affiliated with Amazon in any way, but Miss Jeff, if you want to send some money over, we'll take it. Okay, so montage magazines, I love all this. And then we go to the press conference. Do you know, I thought there was more magazines there, but there you go.
Oh yeah.
It's interesting in this press conference, they basically make out that Apollo is overconfident.
Well, they basically say he's too old to fight Drago. That's awful.
Yeah, but the way he was, like for instance, on the American flag, you got a picture of Apollo Creed stuck on the American flag, and it really going over the top with the patriotism and
cocky.
Yeah, they're being too cocky. And then when Rocky goes to Russia, it was the opposite, wasn't it? So obviously, the hero can't be cocky like this fella here. So Yeah.
Because
Good that he was playing a role though, because afterwards, even he was like, "Did I do it good enough, or did I put on a performance?"
Yeah.
And what's hard to watch in this scene is we know that Apollo is like this is an exhibition that they're doing, so it's supposed to be over the top. This is a game that it's not supposed to be his death.
No.
It's supposed to be an exhibition.
But he got slaughtered. So.
I mean, but you know what I'm saying? And that's why he was even over the top and pulling the American versus USSR, because he was just talking smack. And Drago wasn't playing.
This was Dolph's first role, wasn't it? He'd come out of university. And
yeah, it was.
It's what really put him on the map, dude.
Just look at this shot here. I thought he was absolutely fantastic in this film.
Well, actually, it wasn't his first film role. He was in
James Bond.
View to a Kill. View to a Kill.
Yes.
Yeah, one of General Gogol's bodyguards.
Yep.
I just got the feeling when I was watching him, there was kind of wonderment in his eyes seeing all this going on.
Dude, he's highly intelligent. Like, he's an engineer and he graduated from MIT with like top credits. I mean, brilliant man.
I like this shot because he's got his pinky.
He's doing the snobbery drink.
It's just like,
pinky up.
Fucking have that. Love it.
I mean, why do they always portray Russians like that? It's really funny how the Americans portray Russians. I know a lot of Russians, but they're not like anything like the people in Red Heat or this film or, or any other Russian film. Do you know what I mean? It's really weird. The Americans see them.
Just also as well, going to the composition of the shot, all the kind of perspective lines going off screen and corners and kind of your eye going off, say, Apollo Creed's arm to the bottom right corner, the flag going to the left, and the kind of overall kind of left to right slant. Ian is absolutely spot on. It's beautifully shot.
It is. It's fantastic. I mean, even
beautifully
the scene,
shot.
Every scene is. I mean, especially in the snow scene where Rocky's training in the snow, it looks fantastic. Looks, it really does. I remember seeing that in the cinema on the big screen as well, thinking that just looked fantastic when I was a lot younger. But yeah,
as a composition, that is fantastic. This is a film.
It's all right. That shot. The other shots that are so much better.
It's good.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Okay.
But it's funny you should say that though, because film is considered, one of those pap movies. I mean, this film's not considered a serious movie at all. Yet the people that are actually making it, the photography, the camera person, they're all doing what's expected to as a good film. They didn't throw it away at all. They really tried to make this film look fantastic, which they achieved, in my opinion.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, they weren't lazy.
No, they weren't.
So Apollo is playing the part, and Michael Pataki being brilliant with Bridget looking.
I didn't even know why she was in it though. Really,
because she was Stallone's girlfriend at the time.
Stallone.
Yeah.
Cobra.
Yep. She looked great in Cobra.
Yeah.
Didn't they make that after this film?
Yeah. A year later. Yeah.
Because this is where they met, isn't it? Sylvester Stallone and her met.
Well,
in
I
this
thought
film.
she was in it because she was dating Stallone.
No.
Yeah, they were already screwing. I thought.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I did not know that.
Already screwing.
Well, yeah. I mean,
That's old school.
he loved her for her brains. I'm sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
She had nice brains. She did.
Oh,
But if you've seen her now, she looks
Both
like
of
a
them,
toad.
yes.
Oh, she's deteriorating, like melting now.
Remember she dated like Flavor Flav on that one show for a while? It was so gross.
I am melting. Okay.
But Dolph dated the girl that was in View to a Kill, the black girl. I can't remember her name. Grace
Grace
Jones.
Jones.
Grace
Yeah,
Jones,
they
yeah.
were item at one point, weren't they?
Really? That is an odd couple.
Yeah.
Well, people get bored on set.
She's mad as a box of frogs, that woman.
I love the way British people talk. Mad as a box of frogs.
I will say, as a recording artist, incredible.
Yeah, she's brilliant. Her album. I've got her album, her first album. and I
Slave
thought
to
it
the
was
Rhythm album is incredible.
absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah.
Everybody check out Grace Jones' Slave to the Rhythm album. It's amazing.
Mm.
The Wives.
Yeah,
On
they
one
changed her. They changed
Terrified.
her in what's her name,
The
didn't
angles,
they?
yeah.
Creed,
Oh,
yeah,
and
the chick
Creed?
from
Yeah.
In Creed, yeah.
yeah,
To
the
Felicia
Felicia
Rashad.
Cosby show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mrs. Cosby.
You're going down. You're going down.
Yeah, they
How did I
almost
do?
like
How did I do?
Yeah, exactly. See, because he thought he was putting on an act.
Very Muhammad Ali.
Mm-hmm.
And then like Drago pushes him. He's like, "Oh hell no!"
MC in the chat. Dolph is good in Creed 2.
Oh, mm-hmm. He's
Ooh,
amazing.
I still haven't seen it.
Girl,
Don't
hold
hate
on,
me,
sorry,
Teresa, I'm
didn't mean to
sorry.
yell, but what?
What?
It is so good.
It's very
Oh,
it's very good.
Gosh,
I know.
Not
I
as
need
good
to
as the
watch
Here we
it.
first
go.
Creed, but it's still good.
no. Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, but it's good, and again, the stuff with Drago and his son is so good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I don't know what I
they
didn't.
gave the character a lot more depth in Creed 2.
I didn't like both Creed movies at all. Me personally.
Really, I liked the
yeah,
first one. I
I
thought it was
didn't-
pretty good. It was almost like Rocky
I don't
7.
know.
I was really
Burn the
appreciative of
witch.
it.
What's
Well-
wrong with you, Ian?
He's just
I don't
he's
know.
just grumpy.
No,
he's
I'm not.
grumpy.
I didn't like them. I didn't like the second one, and I didn't like the first one. I thought they were okay
No.
movies, but they were just. I
No,
don't know.
but
It was like they were trying to squeeze every penny out of the Rocky movies. That's what it felt like to me.
Okay.
You know?
MC Creed 2 is great.
Mm.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah.
We'll have to agree to
Don't
disagree
listen to
there.
Ian. He doesn't even
So-
watch football, so he does. What does he know?
At the pub. I'm just kidding.
The pub.
Ian's more into soccer.
Yeah,
so
you don't like the pub or football?
No, I don't. I don't go to the pub either.
I know.
No, it's cinemas for me. Cinemas, art museums sometimes.
brothels. Okay, so
Oh my God.
Wait, did you say brothel?
Yeah, no, you know, what's
No,
Ian,
no,
Ian's
I
just saying
didn't
what
say
he
that.
does. That's all.
How
Yeah,
does
that's what I do.
distancing work at the brothels?
it doesn't.
Brothels.
Moving on. Okay,
Yeah, I was
so
gonna say, come
we're,
on. He's trying to get us moving.
we're in Vegas.
Yeah. Grand Hotel.
So
What?
many stills. I tried to cut them down, but impossible.
Man, the James Brown scene is just so
it's
much
great.
fun. So
Mm.
much fun.
Yeah,
Great song.
Living in America.
Yeah, and he's so
I-
quiet,
I-
and he's just brought up, and he's like, "What the hell is this?" He's in this
What-
Vegas show.
What is he wearing though? What is James Brown wearing?
Something that only he can get away with.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
Some James Brown attire.
Yeah.
They
I
did really well
love
over
this.
here, didn't it? That song in
Oh,
the
it
charts
It did. It
over
did.
here.
Yeah,
You know, Americans are like highly patriotic, so you know,
yeah.
or like at least we were, but you know.
I think
Mm.
all the music from this film did very, very well over
Yes.
here.
Great.
It
great
was just
soundtrack.
embraced by everybody. The Top Gun soundtrack also was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Rocky
Yeah.
4 soundtrack was
Oh yeah. Well, it was very well done, very well produced. It
just
was good,
fantastic. Yeah,
Every time I see James Brown sing on a movie, it always reminds me of Blues Brothers.
Ah,
Music. Oh,
That's the
Yes.
first time I
Um,
ever saw him sing on
do
screen.
you see
I-
the light?
I will
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
if I may, James Brown, no relation. Okay, so moving on.
Oh dear.
I like this scene when Drago's been
Lifted.
revealed. Yeah,
Mhm.
I just like this. As I said, the expression on Dolph Lundgren.
This is like,
It's
what
just
the hell is
fantastic.
this
It's like a
spectacle?
yeah, I don't know. It's like maybe like a child looking in wonderment. I don't know, but
Mm.
No, he wasn't. It wasn't that. He was just basically surprised that they went to that extent
yeah. He has this
Yeah.
like WTF.
Yeah.
because he's taking
Yeah.
it seriously. He's taking it as this is a fight to
Yeah.
prove myself. And old Apollo's like, well, this is just a show, isn't it? So
there we go. So we go
Well,
cabaret.
yeah, that's what exhibition is all about. It's not supposed to be like, you know, a real fight.
Marion
Apollo
Creed.
Creed's wife looking okay.
Yeah.
Looking forward to this. Let me remove the doodads.
He's What nationality is he in real life?
Swedish.
Dolph?
Swedish.
Swedish.
He's
Funny
the
how
only
they never
Swede
never hire a Russian to play a Russian, do they, in these movies?
well, not at the time.
P-Cat,
Yes.
speaking of Swedish, Star Trek, the Borg, weren't they Swedish?
Yes.
Moving on. Okay, so James Brown, no relation.
love that guy's
I'm here all
the-
week, by the way.
The curl.
love that guy's
Yes.
curly
Jerry
wig.
Curl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Little soul glow.
Soul
going on.
glow.
Yeah, I was
yeah.
gonna say, we must do. Is it The Last Dragon?
The Last Dragon.
I thought you were going to say
You
Coming
are
to
the
America.
last
Is it-
dragon.
And this was a
We
great
must do
big
that at
choreographed
some
scene.
point.
Yeah, it was. It was really
Yeah.
well shot.
Yeah,
Really
You
well
are
shot.
The Last Dragon. Such a great
at that.
film.
Sure enough.
Oh God!
Sure
I like when he
enough.
punches that thing and all the smoke
Oh,
comes out the
I
nose.
love
Yes.
Wookiee Fever 1969 Soul Glow. Indeed.
I'm serious.
Wookiee.
Coming to America. Do it.
The first one, not the
Yes,
stupid.
not the
sequel.
new one.
Gosh, yeah, there's
Absolute
only one.
The
rubbish.
OG.
Yeah. Where there was no swearing in it, no manly stuff, nothing. He was just a real
Dude,
idiot,
James
wasn't he,
Earl
in the second one?
Jones was so awesome. Eddie Murphy was. It was just all good.
Yeah, it was.
Wookiee Fever 1969. It's Berry Gordy.
Oh yeah. I
Barry.
mean, gosh darn it. I mean, look
Nice
at
thought,
that. And look at the lady. Holy crap.
Oh,
Yeah.
the showgirls look good in this.
Mm.
It's Vegas,
Some
isn't
good
it?
good shots from
So-
the rear.
Yeah.
That's all the eye candy you get in this movie, P-Cat. So
Yeah, I know. I
He
know.
did.
They
He
haven't
did
taken
look
it all
good,
in.
though. I mean, they both must have hit the gym hard. Those two.
Oh, incredible.
Mm.
Look at that.
There's one scene
Unlike-
they cut out here that I
Mm.
miss from the first version is when the Dolph Lundgren, Drago's wife, goes up to Apollo's wife and says, "I hope we can be friends after this. After all, they're only sportsmen, not soldiers." They
Mm.
cut
Yes.
that out.
Yeah.
They
that
cut
was
a
I
lot
thought that
of
was a
her
good
out.
line. Yeah.
Well, it wasn't they. It was Sylvester Stallone that cut it out.
Well, yeah,
It
Yeah,
was
I
Joyce.
wonder
Joyce.
Because
why.
he's like, "Screw
Why
her."
did he not keep that scene? Because that was a
Because
good
the reason why he didn't
Yeah.
keep it is because he still has a gripe against her. So if you notice
Yeah.
that most of her scenes are cut in this movie.
yeah.
Yeah, he
Uh,
cut a
Okay,
lot
they
of
get
her
the
out.
Mm.
Yep.
That's what I was
MC
thinking.
MC in the chat, who's shot on whose rear?
What?
Stream killer. Well done, MC. You killed it dead in its tracks. Well done, mate.
Live
Just like-
Aw, be nice to MC. He's a nice dude. He's a good hobbit.
Why does he do that in his songs?
Is it going to stop you from liking James Brown? Seriously.
No relation. So this is Apollo being uber cocky.
The ultimate
right.
showman.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's-
Again, beautiful
Shaped Rocky
composition.
one with the outfit.
Mm-hmm. I want
live
you.
in America.
So I tried to get the moment of impact with the gloves, but it's impossible.
No.
I feel good.
So I feel good.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Oh my God, Ian.
I'm just thinking of Eddie Murphy in Celebrity Hot Tub.
Oh God.
Hot
Yeah.
tub.
Oh
Oh
dear.
dear.
And then Apollo goes, "Oh,
Couldn't
Yeah.
even move his hand.
ah,
Yep.
When he bop.
He's
ah."
like,
Yeah,
oh,
Paul's like, wait a
so-
second. Something's wrong.
You will lose.
Is that what he says? You will lose.
Yeah. You will
Mhm.
lose.
And he's like,
Oh.
dude, it's supposed to be an exhibition.
Did we like the extended scenes with this?
Yes.
No.
Yes, but
This,
they were
this
hard
made
to
me
watch.
sad.
Advertisements.
Really hard to
It
watch.
added so much more to the tragedy, especially putting it on Rocky's character when Apollo just is begging with him to let the fight go
Mm.
on.
Yeah, he says
Yeah.
it so many times
Yeah.
in this first one.
Yeah.
Do not.
Yeah, that'll be on in a
cannot do
moment,
that
yeah.
to me.
If you're my
Yeah.
friend, yep.
Yeah, because I do remember in the first version, he got pulverized within seconds, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas he had a bit more of a fight with this one.
Oh,
And I think that's
Advertisement.
again where Creed 2 comes in, because that was a big plot point of Creed 2, was they were like, you should have stopped it maybe, and all that was a theme.
Yep.
Yeah. See,
Look at that hair. That's
everybody at the
awesome.
moment, this is a fun entertainment exhibition match.
Yeah.
And then bang.
Unlike the first version, they actually show you Creed getting knocked down in the first round, where in the first movie he didn't get knocked down.
Yeah. See, and this is where the referee should have stopped it too.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
it would have been stopped way before.
Yeah, I
Yep.
thought the same thing.
You
I'm like, really? Yeah.
Yeah, no, it would have, especially when the referee gets thrown away, that the fight would have been over right there.
Well, what about the first movie then? That would have been stopped within the second round.
Well, yeah, I mean, every single Rocky fight.
Yeah,
would have
exactly.
been the
Yeah.
first round.
That's
but
funny
this
you
just
bring that up.
looks so brutal compared to some of them. It was like, damn, he is just taking a beating.
This was the moment where Drago hit Apollo so hard, Apollo had to pay to get back in.
It's a terrible joke.
Moving on. Okay. It was very, very funny in my mind, and that's all that matters. Okay. So it's gone down like a sack of potatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's down.
Pretty-
He's down.
Pretty,
He's
it's
down.
not pretty, is it?
And then James Brown goes, ah!
Um,
I can't with you, Ian.
I tried to get a perfect still of this shot, but
You're not doing very well, are you?
I think, I think there's about 25 million double visions here in 1 second. He didn't know what planet he was on at this point.
It doesn't matter how many times you see the film, you always feel sorry for Apollo when he gets mullered.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
He didn't deserve to go out.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, you see, and that's, I think, where he says, "This is an exhibition. What's wrong with you?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Rocky's giving Drago the eye, thinking, "It's not about this. Why are you doing this?"
Yeah.
Don't stop the fight.
Yeah, you see,
Whatever you
I
do.
would have
Too
said,
much
"Fuck
French.
you! I'm stopping this fight." Pardon my French,
Exactly.
because if my friend, if I was seeing my friend getting killed, I would be like, "Fine, we'll fight it out later." You know.
No.
This
But
whole
he's like,
bro
no matter what
code
you do.
thing,
I mean, Duke could have stopped it too. Nothing was stopping Duke from jumping in the ring and stopping it either, technically.
That's true. But the film had to happen this way,
Yes.
otherwise we'd have no story.
Exactly.
Apollo's wife, a little bit misty-eyed there.
Well, why she's
Yeah.
crying is because she knows she wouldn't be in Creed, so she was crying.
God.
She's going to be replaced.
Mrs.
You
Huckster
ain't
is
right.
going to take my role.
I mean,
Yeah,
she's
exactly.
seen her husband get killed before her very
Yeah.
eyes.
So Apollo looks at his wife,
And he sees her
Yes.
crying. It's
and
heartbreaking.
she's obviously thinking, "Is it worth it?"
Yep.
Obviously not.
Yeah. Well, remember
He
in
dies.
in the Rocky movies, especially in the first one, they made it really clear. Adrian wouldn't watch these fights. She wouldn't be there. Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing I love about the Rocky movies, obviously they keep repeating the story over and over again. But the thing I liked about them was the development of each character. If you see how Adrian was in the first one and the second one, in fact, in the second one, she was the one that gave him the strength to take on Apollo again when she had the child for him. And in this one, and in the third one, she was the one that actually gave him the strength to fight Clubber. And in this one, she's the voice of reason, saying, "Look, you shouldn't
That's
even
what
be
women
doing
do.
this." You know,
But she wound up
but she
coming-
grows as a character. That's my point.
Yeah.
You know, she was the shy, lonely
Yeah.
little girl with glasses who knew no one, to someone who had enough strength to
Bit
tell
like-
someone as powerful as Rocky
see,
what to do. You know,
I always saw her as
Bit like
Rocky's
Reni, really.
strength. no matter what. Like,
Yeah,
and
she was
her
quite strong.
going to
Yeah.
Russia helped him get motivated again and made him
Yes.
feel
Yeah.
stronger.
Yeah.
And I just love it. Sorry, Brown.
but, yeah.
You will be. This is Apollo's
Wow.
wife.
I mean, look at that.
Oh
I mean, the horror on her face. She's
no!
yeah. Oh, this was
Yeah.
This
so
is where
hard
it's
to
going
watch.
south.
So hard to watch. Oh, look at him.
Is that someone's head there? That's tiny in that last
like,
shot. No.
the
What is
town
that? What is that? Is that an alien or something? What is that? Is that the referee's head?
Referee.
The
You're
referee.
kidding me.
He's that small compared to the
The big
But
bad
yeah.
guys.
What is
Dolph
that?
is about 6'6", isn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that
Please,
guy's head
yeah.
is tiny. Is that his head?
Yeah.
Yes, the referee's small.
Hell.
Referee, Lou Filippo.
False perspective.
It's
Okay.
not his fault. He's a pinhead.
Jesus.
So the towel's gone in. Too late.
Of course, we have to show the bloody side of the towel.
Oh, look at that!
Oh.
Oh, damn!
I was always freaked out as a kid with the body twitch when he was
Yes,
lying
Yeah.
down
the
in
twitch
that.
freaks
Picas,
me out every
that's-
time.
Oh gosh, that's
Peak-
horrible.
Peacat, that's why you're the wingman. I literally took the words out of my mouth. The twitch. I see it.
Yep.
I love shit like that. Just gives it that little bit of realism, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Shame.
Which,
It's a shame,
as a
as I
viewer,
said,
you need.
The thing is, like, they didn't have to kill him off or anything. Like, they could have just had him damaged.
No,
I don't know if you guys. There was
no,
an
he had to
interview
die.
Stallone did talking about
Yeah.
this. He said if he were to do it over again, he wouldn't have killed Apollo. He would have had him maybe
Yeah.
confined to a wheelchair and
Yeah,
then help
something,
motivate him for
cool.
the
Yeah.
for the big fight at the end.
Mm.
Oh, I hate this.
I will say, as a first aider, you should not lift somebody's head up like that who's suffering
Oh yeah, you can
brain
like,
puncher.
make it worse.
a brain
Yeah.
injury. Yeah.
Well, and he could. They don't know if he had any broken bones. Maybe his neck,
Should have
was
been
broken.
put
Right.
into the recovery position, but there you go.
But that's
Moving on.
that's the Hollywood for you, isn't it?
Mhm.
Hollywood.
The whole thing is.
And the advert, the boss advertisement on his shirt as well.
Now,
Oh,
what
say
I want to
your
know
line,
is
Ian.
why this dude didn't go to jail. I mean, he basically killed a guy, and he just goes, "Okay, if he dies, he dies," and everyone's just
But
like, "Oh,
no,
that sucks."
You can't arrest them because they sign
Yeah.
contracts, don't they?
They
and
sign
stuff,
like
so
a
you can't
waiver, I
arrest them.
think.
Because
But I agree.
it would have been a short film if they did that.
Well,
He dies. He
And
dies.
it's quite short as it is.
I was waiting to hear you say that, Ian.
Yeah.
I beat him to it. Okay.
Look at that guy's face on the left.
well, yeah, he's horrified.
Look at
This
it.
guy-
Oh, yeah.
this guy just killed somebody.
What the hell?
Best acting in the movie.
Uh,
Truly horrified.
Oh, look at Rocky. Oh gosh, you see, I was an emotional
fucked.
mess
It's fucked.
watching
Gone.
these extended things and then going into the funeral. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was hard. I cried
So
my eyes
sad.
out like a baby.
Mm-hmm.
If he did survive, he'd be eating through a straw for the rest of his life. But
Well,
anyway.
yeah.
Oh.
Or he
Should
would
have
have
got in
been
the ring in the
vegetable.
first place. Should have got in the ring in the first place.
Well, but to be fair, it was supposed to be an exhibition. It
Mhm.
wasn't supposed to be a real fight. Oh.
So we go to funeral scene.
Duke's speech
Again.
was pretty amazing.
Oh, I know. I
Yeah,
couldn't take
much
it.
Big improvement over the regular version.
All
Yeah.
shot beautifully as well.
Yeah, look at that. Oh,
Oh.
Stallone really does know what he's doing.
He's still alive, isn't he, this fella?
yeah.
Nah,
He's been in
he
the Creed
passed.
movie.
Mm.
No, he passed Tony
Did he?
Burton. Yeah,
Oh, right.
at
Tony
least
Burton,
a year
yeah.
ago or 2 years ago. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
Oh,
right.
yeah, so that was his last one. Oh, that's terrible.
yeah.
Mm.
Matter of fact, that's what his character's son is the one that is in the 2 Creed movies, and he trains Adonis in the second one.
Mm.
Well, yeah, but he was in the
Yeah.
second one though. The old dude was.
No,
was in-
he was already passed away by that point.
Oh, so he was only in the first Creed?
He wasn't even in that one.
No,
His last
okay.
appearance was in Rocky 6, training Rocky.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm,
I thought he
Yeah.
was in the first one too.
I'm gonna Google
No, you see his
because
picture, but you don't. He's not in it. Little Duke, his son, is running the gym.
okay. I'm doubting my memory now. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying, Maybe I'm losing my shit.
No, I was upset he wasn't in it because he was still alive when the first Creed was made. I was hoping he'd be in it.
So is that little Creed there then?
No.
Mm-mm.
Because actually, Creed is his illegitimate son.
That
Yes.
was it, yeah. And
Yeah,
I
and
found
then
that really
she-
hard to believe in the film when I was watching it.
What, that he had a girlfriend? And
That
Or he had
did
an
bother
affair.
me because he
Yeah.
seemed like he'd be a very family-oriented, straight-laced type of guy that he wouldn't.
Yeah,
be
exactly.
You know, that
They
I
always-
agree.
that
I
they
I
all
like
had-
Creed, but I didn't like
Sorry.
that part of it.
Well, they could have
Yeah.
had it be this kid, but on the other hand, these guys did have groupies. I mean,
No, but the thing is, though, two bits that really, really got my goat on Creed. That was one of them. The second one was Rocky not wanting to live when he wanted to just die when he found out he had cancer. And I thought that's not Rocky.
No,
Rocky would never want to stop fighting. Do you know what I mean?
he just,
But-
Well,
he just go to the
except-
gym.
I don't know, but since Adrian was already gone, I actually kind of
That's-
believe that. I was like,
Yeah.
well, he's
Ah,
like,
right,
okay,
okay.
I'm coming, Adrian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how I
Gummy
felt
Adrian.
about
It's
Yeah.
that.
strange to get
That's
from
what he
his son.
said.
Adrian.
Yeah.
I will say the cynic in me
Mm.
looks at this picture, and with everything that's going on in Hollywood, I think Hollywood are missing an opportunity. The girl on the right should be in a new boxing movie on her own.
Ooh, that'd be awesome. Like girl boxing, dudes love to see chicks hitting each other.
No, we don't.
Yes,
No,
you
I
do.
can't
Why?
watch
They
Why
like-
would we want to
boxing
see that?
I
It
think
would
they
tick all
like
the
cat
boxes as
fights
well.
because they think cat fights will turn into something sexual, but I don't think they really want to see us like punch the shit out of each other.
No,
I
I don't.
can't.
I don't want to
Yeah, we
see
No.
do.
I'm a-
MC,
I love boxing. I
he,
can't watch female boxing.
No, I can't. either.
MC,
Okay,
he
fine, I
wanted
understand.
to be with Adrian. So there you
Oh,
go.
yeah, you see,
Yeah.
I told you, I done told you.
I
Yeah,
agree.
and then
agree.
she adopted him. Then after Apollo died,
Poor old Paulie, he had a very small part in this movie. He missed out the robot bit, and then
Yeah,
he's
did-
hardly
yeah,
in this
screw the
version.
robot.
His true love.
But he
Yeah.
did get to keep
Romance.
that good line towards the end about, telling Rocky how much he meant to him and he wishes he could be like him. And
And
I
then he
thought that
takes it all
was
back.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then because he realizes he might die too. He's like, oh, never mind, I don't want to be you.
Didn't we say before we came on air, Stallone should do the ultimate director's cut with
Yes.
everything thrown in?
Yes,
I know you said that.
100%.
Yeah.
I agree,
They-
100%.
He probably. What do you mean on this version? On this film, Rocky
Just
4? You
every-
Well,
mean?
it's too short.
Everything
I
that's
think the
usable,
consensus.
throw it in.
The problem is that maybe there's rights issues. So if you use, he must have got permission of the woman that played Adrian. These are actors, you know what I mean? And they've signed a contract to be in that film. If it's extended, then you need to sign another contract.
Oh,
Do you know what I mean? So that's where the problems lie, and also music and other things associated with the film
Yeah.
as well needs extending. So I
a
guess
pain in
the
the
studio was
ass.
only willing to throw so much money to this version, you know.
Which is why there was no flashback scenes of Apollo in the first in Rocky 6. If you notice when they show
yes.
the highlights of Rocky's career, because
Yeah.
Mhm.
Carl Weathers and Stallone didn't come to an agreement, so they couldn't use any actual footage except a couple of photographs.
Well, wasn't it because
Yeah.
Weathers was pissed off because he didn't literally put him in the film physically? He wanted to be in it, I think.
I know he was
And
upset.
I'm like,
I
but
don't
you're
know.
dead.
Yeah.
Your character's
I was
dead.
about to say he's
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah, it was weird.
Everybody Google
Stallone-
what really happened.
Stallone is doing the eulogy.
Oh,
Oh, his eulogy
so
was better. than this one.
terrible. Oh, look at him. Oh gosh, they're all. Oh.
Duke looking very misty-eyed there.
Yeah.
Looks like he's doing a poo, doesn't it, Duke?
Oh,
Shut up, Ian.
yeah, should have been.
Duke
You always
is
have to take
dropping
it
a
to your
deuce.
level.
Duke dropping a deuce.
Oh my god.
Moving on.
Oh, and then
This,
Adrian. Oh, I like what she
yeah.
says to him. It's nice.
Hmm.
Okay.
Oh, because
Well,
he's like, it was all my fault. She's like, no, it wasn't. Stop that.
MC in the chat.
This bit wasn't
Yeah,
in the
I know,
original,
man.
was it? This bit here, or was it? I can't
No,
remember.
I like this
No, it
scene
was- it
because
was
this
out.
shows you
Yeah.
why he didn't get paid for that fight. Because I was like,
Mm.
Yeah.
in the original version, it's like, why didn't you at least try to get some money out of it? What's wrong with you? And this is
Mm.
why, because
Yeah,
he
they
wasn't
only
allowed
surprised
in
me.
the
to.
version, they just show you a
Sanctioned.
newspaper article saying Boxing Commission KO's fight.
Yeah.
That was all. You don't this way. One thing I don't
Yeah.
like about this that's not realistic, he gives up his title, which is nonsense because you could be a champion of the world and fight a non-title fight against anybody you want. And the fact that they're
Yeah.
making him give up his title is that would not happen. They would
Another
they could
thing-
not sanction it, but he's
Yeah.
still a champion.
Another
Mhm.
thing that really annoys me about this is that everybody's down this end and Rocky's down that end. you know, you just sit over there, shall you?
Well, that's
Yeah,
the whole like,
crazy.
"Muhahaha, we're the bad guys
Yeah, exactly,
against the good
exactly.
guy."
It's,
Oh, I
So
hate
I
that
think
guy's face.
it's on
I
the
think
nose.
this is the head
there.
of the boxing. Yeah, this is the head of the boxing commission, and just saying we just can't sanction the fight. It's just insanity. He killed Apollo. We just can't sanction it.
Yeah, which makes sense.
It's really funny how they cast, someone that looks like, that looks like an idiot
boxing
to say
commission.
those lines, isn't it? It's really funny.
Public outrage over Apollo's death. It's like, yeah, hello.
And how much Boss paid for that advertisement there, I
Yeah.
don't know. And Rolling Stones. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Very of its time.
Mm.
Yeah.
People protest against Apollo's killer.
Who is responsible for Apollo's death?
Mm.
Mhm.
Yeah, there it is.
Boxing Commission KO's Rookie.
Whereas now the headlines would be something like transgender.
Look at the picture they put in the newspaper. It's a
It's
clip from the
awful.
movie.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
clip from
Yes.
the movie.
Yeah, I saw that.
There
Yes.
was nobody taking
Yeah.
a picture of that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I saw that.
Stupid. Oh dear.
It's like a space. This is a Spaceballs
In
moment.
fact,
We're
both
watching
are,
now.
Yeah. Oh dear.
When will
Rocky
hear me
v.
now?
Russian.
Soon.
Oh dear.
Yep.
See, all this stuff they
Yeah,
have to get
the-
permission, don't they? Get
Death
permission off
from
the rights
above.
Yep.
Russian wife, fear for transgender husband.
Oh dear.
company.
What?
Moving on.
Oh my god.
Stop the fight.
And
Look at those shoulders.
press conference announcing
Oh,
the
I
fight.
know.
Mm.
Big motherfucker, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
I mean, he did play He-Man.
Look at that.
What you call it? He
He didn't
smacked.
get killed, at least.
He smacked Sylvester Stallone so hard,
He
didn't
put
he?
him
In this
hospital.
film.
He,
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah,
And you told him
he
he
had
had
to
to go
pay
to
to get back
hospital.
in, yes.
Mm.
I am
Didn't-
determined to make that
Didn't he always
joke
have a
work.
heart attack or something like that? Did he smack him in the
Yeah,
chest?
yeah.
I
His
can't remember.
heart. It was.
Yeah.
It was a
Yeah,
Yeah.
heart. Yeah.
That's
He
crazy.
nearly, like I said, yeah, he nearly killed the director, the star. He nearly killed Rocky
Yeah.
Balboa.
I think
But
they,
those-
they had to helicopter him to the hospital. That's how bad. It
Yeah,
was.
Mhm.
he wasn't
those
allowed
two-
to fly at altitude because it would have killed him.
they stayed. They stayed friends since after this film. Him and
Yeah.
Dolph. You know, I mean, they're still friends today. Those two.
That's the gym training buddy mentality.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because they would have undoubtedly trained together for this role. So yeah, it's like a bond.
Well, he was
Before
one of
Hose.
the first people to play the Punisher, wasn't he? Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That.
That's an awful shot, Brown.
Yeah.
that's what she said.
Russian.
Snarling, frothing at the mouth.
Michael Pataki, fantastic in this movie.
Yeah. I was glad. I was worried they were going to remove the Paulie line where he goes, "I'm the unsilent majority, you big mouth."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so glad they
I was
kept it.
worried they were going to remove that. I love that. That cracked me up.
Okay, so we've got two more slides. So they're having their meeting. They're announcing where it is, and I think they have a bit of an argument.
The Russians going, he's
Nikolai.
not physically capable
Yeah.
of beating Drago.
Yeah,
That's what you were
so they
saying,
get a little
stuff
bit
like that.
narky. Yeah, they get a bit narky and storm out.
Yeah.
So they're kind of playing the pantomime dame this time.
Mm.
And then we go to
Small advertisement on the car.
Datsun. Yeah. We go back
The
to Rocky's
280ZX.
house. Yeah. And the press are waiting for his wife, who doesn't know anything about this. And then I need to change my slides. Bear with me.
Stop the fight.
So Rocky goes back to the mansion.
Yeah. What the hell? Oh, well lit shot as well. That
Oh
scene.
yeah.
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 Stop being a man. Don't stop me being a man. No, it wasn't this scene, but you know.
Yeah.
You can't win. It's always the
can't
same lines in
win.
every
Yeah.
film.
Yeah.
Every film, isn't
You
it?
can't win.
You can't win.
Well, I
Speaking
mean,
of
you'd already seen one lady lose her husband. I mean,
Yeah.
very well lit shot, managed to get this perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Stream killer. So
Rocky.
his wife doesn't want
So
him to go,
Yeah.
but
Of course
his
not.
I know. As soon
It's
as you hear
almost
the music,
montage
it's just
time.
like, yes, yes.
oh, I
Yes.
love
It's not.
it.
It's
This is
it's
great.
not montage. It's basically an MTV video on that song. They
Yep.
just stuck it in the middle of it. That's basically what it is. It's crazy.
Well, but it's
we
still
love
kind of
it.
a montage. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is,
flashback
yeah.
montage.
Yep.
Okay, so
Oh, and the
on-
song was so good.
No easy way out.
The song was
especially
in the-
crap.
Oh, shut up.
oh, shut up, Ian. Especially
It
in
was
the cinema
crap.
listening. Shut up, Ian. Especially in the cinema listening to it. You're just like, fucking yes. Okay, so prepare yourself, everybody. Montage time.
Oh, God.
There's no easy way out.
Oh, God's
There's
sake.
no shortcut home.
Who sings that song again?
Who cares? It's awful.
That was the Bro 9000.
Oh, dear.
Daisy.
It is awful.
Daisy,
Absolutely awful.
Dave.
And I show all the clips from other films as well. Especially that scene that Tracer loves where they're all dancing in the water, him and Apollo Creed.
Yes! You heartless, non-football loving man, you.
Nicely stylized in kind of a grainy, bluey, black and white.
Yeah, that's my question. Did you guys like the change? Because it was
No.
color in the original version. I
was,
didn't care for the change.
There you go,
prefer
Teresa.
The color. Yeah.
Oh, there
There
it
you
is.
go.
Yeah.
Look how
Yes.
Look how happy they were.
Man love, man
Frolicking in the
love.
beat.
Short shorts. Shorty short shorts.
Yep.
I can't quit you.
That's Ian's line.
Yeah, I had to quit him when he died, I guess. Didn't go anywhere else.
Oh.
Oh, for God's
Eddie
sake.
Murphy there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's terrible.
Mickey.
I don't like the black
Yeah.
and white on this.
I will say I could swear I remembered more Mickey in this montage previously, but I could be wrong.
Mickey.
MC.
Get up. you son of
That's so gay.
Because Mickey loves ya. That was in the fifth film.
Yeah.
Love the fifth film.
God, I've seen that scene from the first movie, man. What a masterpiece the original is.
Oh my gosh.
It was, and,
yes.
and when you look at Sylvester Stallone in the first one, he looked so well, he wasn't overweight, but he looked really young and he was like puppy fat on his face. And,
Yeah.
you know, look at him there. Look at him
Yeah.
there, please.
I mean, if you
Wasn't
look
he
at him in
like
this
30
movie,
in the first film?
I don't
Yeah.
know. I think he was.
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was 60
Pretty
when
young
they made
looking.
the sixth Rocky, which was 30 years later. Yeah. God, those.
I didn't
guys-
mind that one.
Angel
I liked
spectacles.
that.
Do you remember them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, if you want a woman to look ugly, just put glasses on them. That's the Hollywood mentality, isn't it?
This is gonna come out as a compliment, but this way it's like
Careful,
Man, they really did a
careful.
good job of dulling down Talia Shire in the early part of the
They
first
did,
movie.
yeah, they did.
It's
Yeah.
tough to make a good-looking woman look homely,
Mm,
and they
yeah.
did a good job of it. No,
But even her performance was great.
Yeah, I'm meaning as a compliment because she's a good-looking woman.
Mm. But
Yeah.
it was her performance that actually made her seem like she was lonely and not that attractive. It was the way she held
Yeah.
herself and everything. It was great. Great
Yeah.
performance.
Yep.
And
Well,
well,
and
and
the
then she
way
dressed
the whole-
like an old maid. But yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Well, and then the scene when Rocky, takes off her glasses. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So good.
But
Oh,
what a
that
wonderful
makes me-
what about the wonderful
penguin?
scene when he takes her skating? That was such a great scene,
Oh, that's
wasn't it?
so
Really
cute.
Yeah, that was their
romantic.
first
and
scene
stuff.
on Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Yeah.
It turned out better than they planned because they wanted to have it with there was a crowd at the skating rink, but they couldn't afford, or timing wise, they couldn't afford the extras, and that's why they made it the way it was, and it came out much better.
Yeah.
It
I,
did.
I should have just downloaded the montages and uploaded the videos to this and just played them. And to hell with the copyright
We get a
strike.
strike. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna
cares?
say you would have gotten a
No
strike
one
or a
cares
claim.
until you're monetized. They don't give a crap
Yeah.
what you do.
Yeah, they don't give a shit.
Oh yeah, that's the scene. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the scene. Yeah,
Which scene is that?
when he takes the glasses
right
off.
after he
and
takes
then,
off her glasses, and
Sexy.
then they totally
then
make
They
out.
start making out.
Adrian becomes a flower.
Oh, God.
Oh dear, PK.
Whereas if that was now, that would be a violation, wouldn't it? Moving on.
Do you remember the scene before that scene, girls, where it was Thanksgiving and she made that? Was it a turkey or
Turkey.
chicken in
Yeah.
the oven? And
Yeah.
Paulie
Yeah.
just takes it out and he
Yeah,
throws
I
it
love
across the room.
Yeah, well, because she kept
Oh.
saying there's a turkey in the oven. There's a turkey
Go
in the
out
oven.
in
There's
the
a
yard and
turkey
eat
in
the
the
turkey.
oven.
Gobble, gobble.
And he
Yeah,
throws
Go
it
he
out
out.
in
goes
the yard and eat
nuts.
the bird.
Mm.
Oh, they're getting married. I love that.
Yeah.
I was going to say something very dirty, then I won't.
That's the second one where they both
Yep.
fall down. Who's going to
Yes.
get up? Get up, Rocky!
Get up.
And they are training together.
Yep.
Yes!
Yeah.
got
Fraser's
that half
Fraser's
shirt on.
favourite scene.
Yeah.
Man love.
Man love. There's Mickey going,
Aw.
did we
I pity
win?
the fool.
And he goes, yes, we won. We won, Mickey.
Knock out in
And
the
then he
second.
dies.
Oh no.
See,
I
why
hate
didn't
that.
Clubber Lang go to jail for that? Because it was his fault that Mickey fell and hit his head. He pushed Mickey.
Oh, that's true. That's a good point.
They needed
That's
him
what
for
made
the
It's a
18.
way to stop the
that's why.
story.
Yes.
Oh,
Nobody realised how big Mr. T was when he was in the A team. He was huge.
Oh, yeah.
Couldn't go anywhere without being mobbed.
oh yeah, and he was in the A team, and
hmm
Yeah.
This is a
It was
great
at
montage.
WrestleMania. There's
You
Rocky's
did it,
being
Adrian. You did
baby.
it.
Oh,
We
oh,
did
she
it.
nearly
Yeah.
died, didn't she? Yeah.
Yeah, we did it, she said to him.
look at that.
Man love.
Man, oh, that's manhood. That's what that is.
Well, I'm being
I can't
someone from
quit you.
today. Man love. I can't quit you. Yeah.
Yeah, there he is.
There he is.
So happy.
Adrian, we did it.
Look at his eyes there. His both eyes are swollen shut.
No way
Yeah.
would this fight
Yeah.
have gone the distance.
It's-
No
right.
Yeah.
freaking way.
Wait, just to hear me out on this one. So his eyes, his face is like chopped meat. It's just mangled, right?
Chop liver.
Yet he goes 15 rounds with Drago, who punches 1,000 times harder than Apollo, and neither one of his eyes are swollen shut at the end of this movie.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but did you see the stuff that Duke put on his eyes? It was like magic non-swelling cream
Oh,
or something, or
yeah.
ointment.
Oh, that's what that was.
Vaseline. That's what it was.
Vaseline.
Vaseline.
You've
You
got
want
a
something to
special
go in
treat
smoothly,
later.
you put Vaseline on. That's all I can say.
Oh my God, Ian.
That's what it was made for.
Oh
Slip
my
and slide.
God.
Unbelievable. End of montage, or is it? Yes.
Sad
Yeah,
face.
that's him
Yep.
exiting the tunnel.
That was a great montage.
There's no
Well,
easy
there's
way.
the sun.
So this is the scene where he's explaining to his boy, man's got to do, yeah.
Man's got to do what a man's got to do. Yeah,
Mhm.
usual rubbish.
Be true to yourself. Believe in yourself. I was watching this tonight and I thought, thank you, Mr. Stallone. That's the encouragement I need. Thank you.
Aw.
He's right. You've got to. If you want to do something, you've got to go for it. And
Go for it.
with all this madness that's gone on, it's given me the opportunity to do something that I always wanted to do.
Well, you had to wait for Sylvester Stallone to tell you that. Come on.
He just told me I was doing the right thing. So anyway, okay.
Hey, there is nothing wrong with getting an endorsement from Sylvester Stallone.
Right?
Mr. Stallone to you.
Yeah, there you go.
Do you have to go, Daddy? What do you say, Daddy? What the hell? What was he saying?
Now
I have no idea.
And this is the I don't want you to go.
Don't stop me being a man, Adrian.
And I won't stop you being a woman. Yeah. They'd never get away with that now.
Exactly.
No.
Makes you sick, doesn't it?
Oh, it makes such a cute couple.
Well, he got married to Bridget Nielsen, didn't he? So
Yeah.
not so much of a good couple.
Well, I
they
mean,
weren't a couple in
cinematically-
real life.
Yeah. But cinematically, they're a great couple. Like Adrian is his strength, and he's her
That's right.
heart. It's amazing.
That's right. Then she died, and he ended up being in Creed, being a depressed Rocky.
So his wife isn't going to Russia with him.
No. How dare
No, but she did, because
She
we all
did
knew she
eventually.
was. Yeah.
And then in the distance.
Oh,
Oh,
gold.
yes.
There was no attempt on his life or anything, was there? There was no sniper that wanted to take out Rocky or anything.
Yeah.
Crazy, isn't it?
I didn't see the whole
That's really
point of
crazy.
the chaperones other than to like spy on him, like training and
Exactly.
tell the other
Well,
people.
that's what it is.
Exactly.
That's what
Oh
it is.
yeah, well, and they were
Yeah,
Soviet.
that's
They
Russia.
didn't let.
That's Soviet. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
they didn't
so
just let
meanwhile, somewhere in Texas,
Texasshire.
Wait, what in Texas?
Oh, because it's snow
Because it's
here.
snowing.
We didn't
Oh,
even have
gotcha. Okay, well,
that
the snow's
much.
gone. I mean, it only lasted like.
and there's Doomcock Airlines.
Mm-mm. Yeah, they come and there's Sylvester Stallone with his cap on his head
Yeah.
to show that he's still with the people. He's still there with the people. The poor
Did-
people.
Did anybody
dear.
see Daniel Day-Lewis Let There Be Blood?
There he is, right there.
Mm.
That's
No.
Daniel.
Yep.
Right there.
Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Stallone.
Or as Paulie calls him, Dracula's cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Snow. I like snow.
It's pretty, but
they
people
don't-
act like idiots.
Not in
it.
Texas.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay,
that's
so-
the problem. Is no one knows how to behave in snow. If people knew how to behave, it wouldn't be a problem.
Exactly.
Well, it
Yeah.
gets dangerous when the weather starts and you get all that slippery stuff on the ground and old people fall down and break their hips and all that. That's when it gets dangerous. But when it's all fluffy, it's quite fun.
yeah.
Bit like cocaine. Okay, moving on.
Every time you go to Russia, they always have these cars, these shaped cars. Why is that?
It's a
Because that's the way-
Mercedes, that is.
Yeah.
Look at the
but-
shape of the car, though. So, like, it's
Well, Dude, that's the way all cars were behind the Iron Curtain. They
Were
were
they?
all looked like they were from the 50s, and they were
Mm.
yeah. Because like I went to East Germany right after the wall came down, and everyone drove these cars that, again, they looked like they were made in the 60s. They were so far behind the times.
Mm.
Lada.
The question is, why did he take Paulie with him?
I guess so he could have, you know,
Bagman?
friendly
Help in the
face.
help in the corner. Yeah.
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 Or
Help
at
in
least
the
have
corner.
Yeah.
or some family member with him. I mean, for crying out loud,
Mm.
since his wife abandoned him.
And
Yeah.
it didn't cost him anything to do it. This is where Paulie falls over in the snow, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Was that improvised or did that happen by accident? I don't know.
Who knows? Who knows?
Probably a bit of both.
So Duke is playing with one of the Russian guys playing chess.
Mhm.
And they took away the Chipmunk song in this version.
Oh yeah, that's right. They were
Yeah.
listening to that.
Thank God.
Oh, Chipmunk's Christmas album was
I
amazing.
missed that song.
Stallone's in his room, putting some pictures up.
They play
And
a line
then,
of dialogue when he's putting the pictures up that was taken from the original version of his conversation with.
Look at the shot of him
Billy
on the
Shane.
left. It looks like he's got boobies.
He's got hooters.
He's got hooters. What's that all about?
That's called muscles, mate. Okay, so
And it's cold.
Yeah.
Oh my
It's
God.
cold.
Duke is saying when Apollo died, a part of me
s-
died as well. So
Yeah.
And he's also saying, look how cool I look in this polo neck and this chain.
I
Yeah.
love his
Right
speech
back to the
Rocky.
70s.
You know,
Right
you're
back
gonna
to the
have to
70s.
you're gonna kind of have to do this alone. You know what to do. Do it.
Do it.
Such a good speech. I love
Do it.
whenever
do
he says
it.
Do it.
You're the one.
There he is.
Yeah. When you saw that picture, you knew he was going to rip it off and squish it in his hands, didn't you? Immediately when you saw it, it was like, okay, we know that's coming.
Training
Montage, too.
montage. Yes.
Yeah, this is a cool one. This one's awesome.
The music as well. Is this the training montage music? I think did they change? They changed the kind of running order of the music a little bit, didn't they?
I don't think so. No.
I think it was basically the same. Because
God, I
the
love
first
the
one is the instrumental, and the second one is Hearts on Fire.
Yeah, that's the way it's
Training
always been.
montage
Yeah.
music's incredible. So we have the comparisons between training.
Technology
Outside.
versus
Yeah.
nature.
Yeah, Rocky's doing it old school. Drago is doing it Star Wars style.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's got a lightsaber.
Yeah.
This is where he moans a lot when he's working out Drago.
Ew.
Watching this in the cinema with the sound system. Yes.
Oh yeah.
I think this is the point where he realised he's only human.
He's only human.
Yeah, that he had physical flaws as well. Because there's a bit in it. Isn't there a bit in it where he kind of runs out of breath or something? He's on some machine and he runs out of breath. Or am I mistaken?
I think
On the
that's
stairs.
Yeah, when
the
they're
next one.
training, yeah.
Yeah.
the second one. He moans a lot.
Yeah. Well, he's questioning
Mega
what
Geek.
he was doing, but that's the thing. He was questioning what he was doing, wasn't he? At one point,
Yeah, because like I
he
think
was beginning to
realize
realize he was just a puppet. Yeah.
Exactly.
Just a
they were treating him
puppet.
like a number, or
Yeah.
Oh, look at that sled pull. Get in.
Yeah. Well, to pull poorly takes a lot of effort, doesn't it? Come on, let's face it.
poor
Oh,
Rocky.
look at that.
Yes.
Tracer's over. He's going to blow up in a minute.
Well, like I said, the appreciation for
Why
the
not?
male body is really there. You know,
Yeah. What'd you say?
I said the
She likes
appreciation
him.
for the male body.
Oh, yeah, of course.
There's nothing
Oh.
wrong
When
with
you
the
see
male
him in
body.
this scene, you just look at
Spandex.
I agree with Teresa.
if
I'm sure
if
you
there
do.
was- He almost looks perfect as an athlete. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. So Drago is doing laps and Rocky's doing snow-covered roads.
Well, he's been followed, isn't he? By the...
Yeah. And then he goes back to the base camp and guess who's waiting?
It's Adrian.
Adrian and Rocky's new
Rocky.
beard.
Yeah.
I think they do
I
that
thought
to show
I
you
thought
how
she was
long
going to
he's been
say to
there.
him, I thought she was going to give him her ring and throw it at him and say, "We're divorced.
I'm done.
Bye."
What she was going to do was she was going to give him a couple of carpets to carry.
Oh,
Oh.
Yes.
Unfortunately,
Carpet
he's there
carrier.
all week.
Every week. Okay, moving on. Thank you, PCAT. You get that.
That's
Always
the
can
bit,
count.
Yes.
isn't it?
Always can count on you, mate.
Go
I
on,
missed
Rocky.
you.
I love that. I'm with you no matter what.
oh.
It's a great thing to say to your lover. Yeah.
I thought she was absolutely fantastic in this film.
If this film was shot today, it would be
Underrated.
It'll be. She'll still be at home, and she wouldn't come to support him. Because you can't support a man in any film these days.
And she
If this was made today,
It would have been Rocky Rosie.
Well, no, she would have hooked up with Apollo's widow.
Oh my god!
True.
Yeah. And slag off their men. Yeah.
Yeah, and if this had been made today, Rocky would have been at home now, and she would have been doing the one who's doing the fighting.
Mm. She probably would have won as well
against Drago, and she would have won.
Yep.
Oh my god!
It's like, I weigh 90 pounds, but I can beat him.
Well,
Willing and brave.
That's what happens in films today.
Have we got another montage coming up?
We have.
This is now that Adrian's with him. He's got the strength, he's got the motivation, he's enthusiastic about this fight.
I left these kind of pointer scenes in so I could remember that there's a montage coming up.
Oh, remember when what's his name was getting injections as well, wasn't he? Oh, Drago.
Yes.
Pumping them up with whatever they were pumping up with.
Mm-hmm.
Fit as fuck there, ladies. Fit as fuck.
Yo.
Yeah. Oh, this is the one. Look at that, where he's doing those sit-ups, like leaning over the barn.
Take it easy, girls.
Tough. And then whenever he's on his shoulders going up and down on that table, I hope you got a shot of that too.
Oh, look at that.
See, I think
that's me when I wake up in the mornings.
Oh, get out.
That's my body as well.
as a regular gym goer of 25 years, when the coof happened, I've not been to the gym in 2 years now, and it's destroying me. It's just things you love doing, and just seeing this film, it's like
to the gym. I haven't been to the gym in ages, but my body still looks like Sylvester Stallone in this film. So
I just got back.
Shut
to
up,
the gym,
Ian.
so there.
I need to get back to the gym because going to the gym is me, and I just love going to the gym, and I need to sort it.
So are you saying you identify with Paulie, but you want to be Rocky?
I used to be Rocky.
Hey,
I know you don't believe me, but
he used to be Rocky, the Rocky Road.
Reni, trust
You're a
me,
bum.
I will show you the picture one day. Okay,
okay.
We don't want to.
We don't want to see that. I'm happy with what I've got. Oh, speaking of, hi, honey. Anyways.
Ooh.
Hello, Tyrone.
Hello there, sir. Hey. Congratulations.
Hello, congratulations, my friend.
My cat just yawned. She stinks. Sorry.
What about that? Have we not got up to the bit where he runs up the mountain?
Yeah, I love the rocks. I love the rocks.
We're getting there.
Yes.
Yeah, then that's the end of it.
Oh, look at that.
That is one of the most difficult things to do.
That looks tough as hell.
I would not wear a white jumper like what Paulie's wearing if I had a stomach like that. That's just madness. Absolute madness.
Yeah, going back to my previous comment, 10 years ago, I was able to do that. And trust me, it's tough. Anybody who can do that, you've just got to salute them. It's just incredible.
I still can. I can still do that.
No, not up on your shoulders like that.
Okay, Ian, you know what?
Fucking amazing.
You need to do that live next week on this.
Yeah,
I will.
Okay. Put your money where your mouth is, pal.
That's right. Triple dog dare.
I could do that, definitely.
So we go to the local Ritz and they're playing bingo.
Oh dear.
Guess the year.
Oh, 1990.
Did you get the
2045?
shot?
That's yet to come.
That's the year when it all ends.
Yeah, probably.
Did you get the steroid shot, Brown?
Yeah. Oh, the steroid shot where he gets it in the shoulder, doesn't it?
Okay. Question. What do you think?
I would hope yes.
Okay.
What do we think about what?
Did he get the steroid shot?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, or was it vitamins?
Could have been vitamins.
I doubt it. They were
There
cheating.
There was a choice between this shot and the injection shot, and I kind of went for this one. So
Yeah.
injecting Drago.
Drago.
I will break you.
Look at that.
Look at him.
Damn.
Look at that beard. Look at that beard. Crazy.
I'm
Crazy
just
beard.
looking at the shoulders and the pecs, dude.
Such
Well,
an
you know, for this
incredible
shot,
athlete.
for this shot, basically what they did is they used my body but put his face on
That's
my
what
body.
fake Ian.
That's what he did.
Yes. That's why it's distorted his face.
That's right. It's a special
Yeah, they
effect.
CG'd his face onto your body. Is that what you're saying? 'Cause
Yes,
I don't know
they
if that
did, yeah.
existed back then.
Early CG.
The only original part of Sylvester Stallone is his beard, because
That's
Ian's
right, yeah.
incapable of growing a beard. He hasn't reached puberty yet. Okay, so Drago, just incredible.
Beefcake.
Beefcake.
Well,
No
but
weight
not
gain,
even like
4,000.
beefcake, just the human
Beef.
body on display.
Just cake.
Right?
No, but you know what I mean.
Lots of it.
The human body.
And that's true. Like, you get to see a lot of beautiful shots
Sculpted.
of male
Yeah.
bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're allowed to have that today, but you're not allowed to have beautiful female bodies for some
Well,
reason.
I don't want to see
No, we're
female
not really
bodies.
allowed to have men.
Double
anymore,
standards.
are we?
Double
No,
standards.
you
yes.
are, because in Jack Reacher, if you watch Reacher on Amazon, which has just started, that guy's built like a shit brick house, mate. I'm telling you. So if you want to watch a hunky dude, watch that.
I will just say
Yeah,
this
okay.
channel is not endorsed in any way to Amazon. But Jeff, if you want to throw some money over, you know where we are.
Athena, stop
Oh,
yawning.
look at that! Look how beautiful this shot is. Look at that.
Oh, it's awesome. Drago!
With the music going as well. Incredible.
How tall is Sylvester Stallone? Does anybody
Isn't he
know?
like 5'7" or something? He's Italian.
4'2".
No, he's not.
Okay, everybody Google. Okay, how
It's about. I think it's about 5'6", 5'7".
Is he?
He's Italian. He's short.
5'10" according to.
Oh,
Google.
damn. That's
5'10"?
tall for Italian.
Oh, I'll take some 5'10".
I think they're lying. I think he's 5'7".
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Google
they
would never
definitely,
lie.
are adding
Of course.
No, it wouldn't.
He's taller than
MC.
Tom Cruise. That's hilarious.
Well, everybody is.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna
that's
say
true.
Tom. Yeah, he's like a midget.
The dude in Reacher was in Titans.
Yeah, he was.
He was on Smallville too as Aquaman.
Yes, he is. But he's really pumped himself up for this show, and there's like loads of shots where he takes his shirt off, girls. So if you want to gravitate towards that channel, you'll be happy.
I think I'll have to watch that then. Okay, so we're at the fight. Christmas Day.
Christmas Day. I'd rather be spending it watching TV.
And listening to the Queen.
That's right. That guy looks like Dustin Hoffman on the left a bit.
Barry Tompkins. He still announces fights. He's on
All
Showtime.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Good announcer.
Somewhere in a warehouse in Canada, probably. Didn't they advertise just for people just effectively just come in off the street to be the audience? Because if
They
you
do
look,
it. Yeah, they do it all the time. In fact,
Yeah.
in Rocky 3, there's a shot where Rocky's saying to Clubber Lang, "Come on!" And if you look in the background, all the seats are empty.
Yeah.
yeah,
There's a
'cause some of the-
funny story about the first Rocky, how they had to get people to how they had to pay people to attend, and if you notice, if you watch the original Rocky, there's a lot of elderly people in the audience in certain shots,
Yeah.
and to keep their interest, they were doing like raffles and giveaways during the in between scenes, to giving away like TVs and other stuff to keep the people interested and to stick around.
if you look at the audience shots on this, a lot of the clothing doesn't look like
Of
80s
course.
Russia.
Of course.
Oh no. Well, and when they all started rooting for Rocky, I kept saying they're all going to go to Siberia after
Rocky.
this.
Yep.
Yeah.
They wouldn't root
So
for Rocky
Rocky's
even if
being
they-
watched.
Of course, he's being watched.
And that's the magic Vaseline.
Vaseline in the eyebrows.
See, that's why they didn't swell up, fellas and lady.
Vaseline.
I'm just.
Vaseline.
Oh, yes. There is Mikhail.
Gorbachev.
Deep fake Gorbachev.
Yeah.
Not bad, though, you know?
Minus the
Not bad.
birthmark.
Yeah,
Now,
deep fake.
technically, he wasn't
before deep
really
fake.
supposed to be Gorbachev. He was like a Gorbachev-like character because he doesn't
Still,
have
though.
the weird birthmark.
The birthmark, yeah. The one that Leslie Nielsen rubbed off in Naked Gun.
Wookiee Fever 1969. I miss Friday night fights watched with my dad in the early 70s and early 80s.
Well, that was
2
when
hours.
there was only one world title. That's when it was worth watching. Now there's like several, isn't there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
too many.
So
Too many.
Rocky's having a moment.
Yeah. Praying to God.
Yes.
Oh, that's a
So
good
praying to
flashback.
Oh, I need the Apollo.
I wish I could be like you, Rocky.
That's
Why
a really
you?
sweet scene because Polly's such a jerk sometimes,
Yeah.
you know? He's a bum. But yeah, it was a really good speech and really sweet
Yeah.
coming from his not really his best friend, but his friend and brother-in-law.
Oldest friend,
So,
maybe.
yeah, there you go.
But he did look after Paulie all these years because he really was a waste of space, wasn't he? And that's
Yeah.
only because of his
God.
wife. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a drunk and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Well, but it's because of him that Rocky met Adrian.
Yes,
and
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that speech in Rocky 2 where he's like, you know, friends owe, and Rocky's like, friends don't owe. They do because they want to do. I mean, it's just all some really great scenes, but he just comes off as such a jerk.
He was a nasty person. He became like comic relief in 3.
Yes.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
3 on, he became comic relief. Yeah.
Yeah, but no,
I
well,
love.
yeah, he was a bully.
Go on, Teresa. Sorry.
He
Yeah,
was a bit,
Teresa, I
yeah, he
agree.
was a bit of a
Especially that
bully.
first
Bullied his sister.
I mean, the way
But
he
he
talked
did-
to her in the first.
He did
one was
give Rocky, yeah, he did give Rocky a job though, didn't he? In the meat factory, didn't he? At
Yeah,
one
but then
point.
he wound up
Yep.
mooching off of him later in life.
Yeah, he
And that's
did,
why he's
yeah.
like, you're a bum.
Drago
gave
is
me a
being
stinking
presented this
watch.
time.
Yeah,
Okay.
he is. Yeah.
Freaking huge.
You remember when Paulie kissed Rocky?
Conrad.
Yeah, on the cheek.
You know what? If that was shot today, it'd be, "I love you, Rocky. I really do love you. Let's go to
we
bed."
should-
Like, no, you've violated me.
Yeah.
What was this world come to? This fucking blue head. It's not our world anymore, is it, Ian?
No, it's not. Good luck to them all. That's all I can say. I'll be dead by the
They'll be
time it
giving it-
really fully gets into effect.
Yeah, the way that they're going on, they'll be giving it back to us before not too long, but too late.
No, I
by
don't
then.
want it back. They can keep it.
Exactly. they don't want it.
Seriously.
They're only making it difficult for themselves.
Well, you know, who knows? Maybe it's better that the way they want it. Who knows? I don't know.
They're
I don't
going to
care.
find out the hard way. Okay, lots of Russian saluting.
Russian. Thinking Russian.
Nice Firefox.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's another movie that was a weirdo film, I thought.
It was
I,
odd.
ju-
Yeah, it was.
I just thought
Do you like it?
I like the last half hour.
Yeah, that same here.
and-
See, this is mirroring the Apollo fight when Apollo was on the flag of America. And now you got Drago on the flag of Russia.
Yep.
So it's just mirroring it, really.
Well, yeah, because Drago was the outsider. Now Rocky's the outsider.
Yeah, but Rocky's never the outsider.
I will break you.
and
I will
Rocky's
break
looking
you.
to the far
Go
left.
for it. Go for it.
I'll break you.
Oh, damn.
Love the boots, mate.
We'll
Love
all
the
break
boots.
each other.
Yeah.
Adidas product placements, lots of it as well.
Wouldn't it be funny if they got into the ring and he went, well, why don't we just go for a drink and talk it over? And he goes, yeah. They just walk off.
Oh
The
my
end.
God. Break
That
them in
would
a
have been
different
fun.
way, but yeah.
Ew.
I must break you?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Doesn't look Russian at all.
Well, he looks quite Swedish, actually.
Yeah,
he
I was gonna
does.
say
He
super
does.
blonde, chiseled, Swedish. Yeah.
And you can, if you go back to the still before Brown, go back to right. Can you see the cameraman there? Right there.
Oh
Is
yeah.
that
On
you?
the right.
Yep.
That's the cameraman filming the bloody film right there.
Yeah, but they can just say it's like the guys.
That's what I'm
filming
saying,
the
but it's
live-
not.
TV, yeah.
It's not because
they
it's a movie camera he's got on his shoulders there. It's
Well,
not
I
a
know.
TV camera. It's like a freaking big Panavision camera he's got.
But they can say he's
I-
filming it for the live
Documentary,
cast.
of the fight.
What a load of rubbish. What a load of rubbish.
Come on, it's the 80s.
Look, there's
you know.
one.
You
Sorry,
take-
there's one on the right, and there's one on the left. Can you see the one on the left between the people right there?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's
Yep.
two cameras, two film cameras there. Can you spot the third one? There's got to be a third one somewhere.
Yeah,
Probably-
I think I see it with the guy with like a grayish shirt. Is that
Oh right, okay, yeah, that's probably
Yeah.
So they're filming it.
to the left of the referee?
Mm.
Yeah, that's the Mega Geek doing his best to take us out
No,
with the
no,
film.
and the guy-
Okay.
So the guy with the camera on the right. There's a focus puller on right next to him. He's focus pulling right there. Can you see it? He's in white
Yep.
right there. It's crazy, isn't it? Crazy. Ooh,
There's lots of fight shots now, so we'll just go through it. That's
the voiceover they put here was terrible. They put a
I hated
voiceover.
it.
Yeah, you
didn't
could
they?
tell that
Hated
was
that.
modern day
new.
Stallone saying
Yep.
those lines.
Yep.
Mm.
Terrible.
Sounded the way he sounds now.
Yeah, I thought that. Yeah,
Yeah. Terrible.
that's Rocky's best cum face.
Oh no.
Just thinking about Apollo.
Boy, you
right there.
nasty.
Thank you.
There's some hugs there. Hugs.
I don't want one of them.
I'm wiping the Vaseline off my eyebrows. Don't do
I
it.
see 3 of them out there.
Yeah,
Hit the one in
hit
the
the
middle.
middle
One
one.
in the middle.
Hit the one in the middle.
Okay.
I'll show you the
I'm-
one in the middle.
I love the bit where he picks the guy up by his throat.
Yeah.
Darth Vader's him. Yes.
Yeah.
This is where it almost gets like a parody.
He does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Okay, so I made sure that I got all the slides with the translation on. So
You're not doing as you're told.
You're being
America
a
is small and
bad
weak.
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 social-
Until he gets smacked in the head and you
Gobble,
realise
gobble.
he's only human.
He's cut.
Bang.
Yeah, I do what I want for me.
He's cut.
For
Yeah, I was
me.
gonna
He's
say,
cut.
"Mm."
See, he's a man. He bleeds.
You cut,
So that's
you
the thing you see. This is you only get to know Drago in these last throws of the film, and it's really a
Yeah.
shame, really, because we could have looked at more of the side of Drago as well. He was a puppet. He was being
Yeah.
manipulated,
It's a
and
puppet.
he's only realizing it now. He's realizing that he's been manipulated, but he still wants to win, though. Do
Hey.
you know what I mean?
He's nothing.
Uh
Soft.
oh. Mods.
Moderators do the biz. Tyrone, if you're
Well,
still
what's
there.
happening?
Blitz.
What's happening?
The
We got the
Russians are here.
bots.
Speaking of the Russians,
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's one stream, we need the Russians or don't. Okay.
Russia. We need you, Russia.
He fights like
All
a
right, I
beast.
scared
How's
that
my eye?
bastard.
If he dies, he dies.
Bastard.
He fights like a beast.
What is all this? Messages deleted by PCAT.
Yeah. It was a bot.
It was
Yeah,
a
the-
bot.
Stupid Russia. Oh gosh, there's more. Son of a bitch. I thought I got them all.
Time Profit's not a bot. Hello, Time Profit.
Duh.
Yeah, don't accidentally get
There's a
caught,
moderator anyway, so Time Profit has privileges. Okay. Hail all. Hello, mate.
This is like the all blue channel.
Well,
Is he spitting something in the thingy
his
there?
teeth, yes.
No, No,
As I said,
he's definitely
No.
not a swallower.
He just
was-
oh shit.
That's
But-
why Peacat's the wingman, by the way.
Peacat's right though. The guy hasn't even got a
He's not
bruise
a
on his
swallower.
eye.
Yeah,
Nothing.
the guy with 2,150 pounds of pressure, which would literally knock your head off. And both his eyes are wide open, and Apollo closed both his eyes.
Yeah.
I will just say, Time Prophet in the chat. It's been so long since I've seen this movie. I can't remember it. This is the special edition director's cut from last year, Time Prophet. Okay, so he's a man. He bleeds.
Yeah.
Yep. You cut him.
Yeah.
You hurt him. If I ever wanted a life coach to urge me on, I want Duke. That's who I want as my life coach.
It's too late. He's dead.
No, that's true.
I'll do that if you want, Peacat. Going back to the comment about the All Blue channel, the main reason why I All Blue people is so they can post in the chat, like links and stuff that we miss, or it's supposed to be a proper community.
Yeah.
So while we're small and intimate, so
Small and intimate.
enjoy it while we can. So
Yeah.
If he
and there was a time where it was literally the same people who turned up every week, so it just seemed like a good business move. Okay,
That's only 3 people that's turned up today. Right.
Yeah, it was. Normally we have about 2,000-3,000 people watching, but because Reni's turned up, they've all gone.
That is so mean.
Rough.
Hate you.
Okay. Hate you more. Okay.
No,
So
3.
no, that's not possible.
oh yes it is.
Round 3. Ding.
We're just going to
Round
blast through the
4.
little
Round 5. Round 6. Round 7.
kind of like the fourth montage, technically, I suppose.
This whole film is a montage. It's ridiculous.
Ian hates
like-
montages.
It's like half an hour without montages.
Montage. Every scene a montage.
Question for the chat: who loves a montage? Why for yes? Why for no? So, if you love a montage, why for yes? Why for no? I've started.
Oh my god.
I can't quit a montage. Yeah.
Maybe you should have some montages in Rebecca Gold.
Oh my god.
I don't think so. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I like that scene where he gets punched to the left and then he gets punched to the right and it freezes.
Oh.
Well, he's got a cut now.
Yeah.
Peacat.
He got a little
Yeah, but his
bit,
eyes are
yeah.
still wide open though.
That's true. And his
Whoa,
eyes
look
still
at
wide
that.
open as well.
Yep.
He's like, he's not a man. He
Not
is
a man.
iron. He made of iron.
Peacat Simpsons montage.
There you go.
Yes. Or
Um,
South Park one. Pretty good montages there too.
The American
we
montage is pretty
really
fun.
do need to cover this film. Team America montage.
Yes. F yeah.
F yeah.
And
F yeah.
I know the critical drinker loves Team America. I think we should
Well,
try and
comes-
pulse.
What? Sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying, I know that the Team America is loved by the critical drinker as well. So maybe we should try and get him on for that. But
Don't know.
such a good film, Team
Well,
America.
either way, still do
America, America. Fuck yeah.
it.
The Fraternal Order Actors Guild.
Look at his hair. He's gone down. He was all sticking up before. Now it's all down.
Well, this
Got fucked.
His gel
This is
is feeling.
He's getting beaten up.
He popped a little too soon, and that's it.
Oh no.
Boys and girls, we've reached the time of the evening where one of the chat members has popped in rather late, admittedly, and is doing his best to kill the stream. Time Prophet in the chat. I do think this movie lacks punch.
Oh no.
Well done, Time
Face
Prophet.
palm.
Well done, mate. Well done.
Thing is, though,
can come back anytime.
Drago was winning on points. If he just held on,
Yep.
he would have won. He would have won.
But you understand that, they had to make Rocky knock him out because it's how Rocky always wins.
That's like Rocky 2.
typically
Apollo had to
wins.
fight 1 too. He
Yeah.
He did.
stayed
Yeah, he
away.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
But
only
yeah,
way
I
he
mean,
typically
no, I
wins.
totally understand it. But if he really, I mean, if this was a real match, it wouldn't have gone the distance. But if it was, and
No.
also if it was a real match, he would have stayed away from Rocky, wouldn't he, and win by points, wouldn't he? Because that's another
Exactly.
technique,
He was a
isn't it?
smart
So,
fighter, yeah.
yeah.
See, what they didn't tell you is that Rocky had a metal plate in his skull, which allowed him to take more punches than Apollo.
So there's a shot in it where he's literally thumping him in the head, and as
Yeah.
Piquet says, the strength that he had, he would have knocked his head off, wouldn't he?
And
Yeah.
it's funny because I don't know how many times I've seen this movie and all the other Rocky movies. Every time he gets punched in the head, I'm like, oh, stop taking these punches. Stop it.
But didn't they play on that in 5, didn't they?
Five,
Where he
yeah.
had,
They
like,
did, but then
yeah.
in 6, they reversed it and said, nope, everything's fine.
Yeah.
He's like Wolverine. In Rocky 2, he
Yeah.
couldn't see out of one eye, and then all of a sudden, magically in Rocky 3, his eye problem is gone. He gets a hole in his brain in Rocky 5 when they scan it. Rocky
Yeah.
6, it magically healed itself. He's like
Because
the original
remember, they
Wolverine.
said that there was something
Hollywood
wrong with,
magic.
I don't know.
No.
But
Do you know
never
in the-
insult Wolverine.
He was
to me, so.
healed. He went to Benny Hinn.
Hallelujah. Praise be.
In number 1, they cut his eye, didn't they? Remember, he goes,
Yeah.
Nicky, cut me.
You're going to have
And
to
I'm
cut
like,
me.
what? They do that in real life?
They used to
No.
do
They
that.
do. Or
They
used
banned
to.
that. They banned that though. But that was an
Yeah.
actual technique they used to do.
They
Stream
had to see-
Killer in the chat. Rocky doesn't always win. I think he lost in Rocky 5.
Yeah, no, he
No.
didn't. Yeah,
No.
well, he did
He won
lose
that
in
street fight.
points. Oh no, Rocky 5. No, Rocky 5. He beat the crap out of Tommy.
Yeah,
Definitely
he
Tommy
wound up.
Gunn.
Did in Rocky 6. He didn't win in Rocky.
Yeah, he
6.
didn't win in
Yeah.
6.
Right.
Yeah,
But he did.
Yeah,
he lost by
5.
points.
He didn't care.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. And we didn't care
And,
either. It was great just to see him fight, wasn't it? You know what I mean?
exactly.
Yeah, he didn't even
And-
stick around to wait and see if he won. He was just like, yeah. Whatever.
Don't
Yeah.
care. I made it.
And Time Prophet in the chat again. Why doesn't Rocky get his machine gun out and shoot down that fake enemy chopper? We discussed that earlier, didn't we?
Because it's Rambo, not Rocky.
Okay, so Gorbachev is looking at he's saying, why is there a PA-07 on the desk? What the fuck?
00, so he needs one more O.
Oh, no.
So
I love the split screen.
more montage. Yeah, split.
Mhm.
We've gone into split screen montage now.
And that stupid bit where the audience stands up and starts clapping for Rocky. I'm
Yeah.
like, there's no way that would happen.
No.
Cheers now for Rocky Balboa.
MC in the chat. Rocky 5 is terrible.
Agreed.
I liked
Yeah.
Rocky 5. I
I
don't
do
care
You
what
like that
anyone
one, don't you,
says.
Ian?
Yeah, I think it's really good.
Yeah.
It's not great, but it's very enjoyable. I found.
Stallone's
anyway.
acting is terrible in that movie.
No, and I
It's like,
hated
What
what's his
compared
name?
to what?
What was
Well,
his
I mean,
name? Tommy? I hated
Tommy
that
the Machine
character.
Gun, yeah.
God, I
Yeah.
hated him.
You're
Well,
supposed
the whole
to hate
thing
him.
was just stupid.
Yeah, and then
supposed to
like
hate him.
Adrian kind of turned bitchy, and Paulie was being a big time like dick, and yeah, it was awful.
Dick.
Nah, it was all right. I thought it worked personally.
Ian, what we're saying is you're wrong about Rocky.
Yeah.
5.
I don't. Well,
just
I
accept
don't
it, mate.
mind.
Just accept
I
it.
don't mind
Just
if you
accept
think I'm wrong. That's
We're
the thing.
we're
No, we-
saying
we
you're
know,
wrong and
we
you
know,
don't
we
deserve
know,
to
we
live.
know.
Oh, I see.
Even-
Okay.
Even though I've never seen it, I know you're wrong. So moving on.
I don't care. I liked it.
More montage, lots of numbers.
What's with the black gum shield?
I
It's
don't
usually
know.
see-through,
it's
isn't
weird.
it? Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it looks good. 'Cause it looks good.
Yeah.
Makes him look evil. I guess I don't
Oh.
know.
Ew.
Oh,
And
That's a
Rocky's
shot.
not. Is Rocky wearing a gum shield?
Yeah, his is
Yeah,
white or
white.
see-through.
See-through, yeah, see-through, isn't it?
Look at that.
Looks
That must be
drunk.
very difficult getting a shot like that.
Not really. He just has a bit of blood in his mouth. Slow
Bob it
mo,
out.
super slow mo.
spitting out some
Yeah, some cool Ribena. Just a little bit of Ribena. It's
Yeah.
fine.
No, that's a waste of Ribena.
Yeah, I guess it is.
So we're going the distance.
Going the distance now. I'm not gonna.
This is I was doing the montage, and it was like a montage within a montage,
Yeah. Yep.
and that I just thought either that's me watching boxing tripping on acid, or I'm watching The Thing. Yeah, The Thing does
Yeah.
boxing.
Yep.
But that's the shot that if you went a few frames, it perfectly matches one side of getting punched and the other guy getting punched. That shot's completed. But yeah, it's quite a nice little shot.
Time Profits. That isn't Rocky. It's Flashdance. What a feeling!
Oh my god!
Mega.
What a
Man.
feeling.
What round is it?
So final round, I do believe.
Yep.
And Gorby's not happy.
Yeah. That guy was
Because
going to
the,
Siberia.
because the
for
crowd
years.
is cheering for Rocky. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
And Rocky's beating the crap out of old Dolph.
Time Profit. I can actually play the Rocky theme on guitar. First chord is C.
Nice.
For you. Good for you.
Yeah, it is a C. Okay.
Listen to them.
Tracer would know.
Only
Idiot.
people cheer for him. You idiots!
I do for
Win.
me.
Yeah.
Ja, Stibia. Ja.
Again, I will say Michael Pataki, fantastic in this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, I see. This is absurd. This is absurd. With an
Trying to find the wires that they're holding him up on.
I know.
That's my favourite bit. I think it's really funny.
I mean, I love it when he does it, but it's just so unrealistic. But it cracks
What,
me up
unrealistic
every
compared
time.
to the rest of the film? Come on.
You
where
can
he's
actually
going.
jog in the snow if you're used to it, okay? And then if you're feeling energetic enough, you might be able to run up a mountain. I don't know.
Time Profit in the chat. I think Time Profit is watching this on the re-rub as we're transmitting. I ain't no fool. I ain't getting on no plane. That was 2 hours ago. Time Profit. 2 hours ago.
You might want to catch up, bro.
Speech that he makes at the ending
wrong
as
minute.
well. It's ridiculous.
For me.
Ja,
For
Stibia.
me.
Ja,
For
Stibia.
He's like basically like
Nostrovia!
he's like, I do what I want. Leave me alone.
To
You're
the
dead.
end. It was almost
end,
like
this
a
is-
moment of respect for each other, wasn't it? This.
I think so. Yeah.
No.
No,
Rocky-
I think
Rocky beat the
Drago
crap out of
respected
him.
Rocky for lasting so long because he even said he's not a man.
Yeah, this is
He's
where.
made of iron. He's
Yeah,
tough.
this is where Lundgren respect. Yeah. Quite touching. Yeah. So last round, and they're going for it.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
You're gonna
can
do
do
it.
You can do
Her
it.
teeth look yellow.
Yeah, she needs the whitening.
Yeah.
Crest white strips.
She's still alive, right?
Yeah.
She's still alive? Good.
Yeah, Taylor Shire. Absolutely.
Yep. He's down.
Yep.
Down.
Bang. Down.
He's like,
Get
get
down
up.
and stay down.
It's only a movie. God's sakes, come on.
Well, the next time you start moaning about a film, Ian, I'm going to go to you. It's only a movie, mate.
I know it's only a movie. I
Boom.
know it's only a
Have it.
movie. That's the thing. So I know it's only a movie. But that's the problem, isn't it? It's only a movie.
Yeah.
But he didn't even get a chance. He tried to get up and then he falls back.
No,
Yeah.
Didn't even milk it, did he?
Just-
Just
Yeah.
that was it.
Yeah. All,
think he
all
just
wind and
gives
piss, basically. Yeah,
It's
just
like,
all,
screw it.
all wind and piss. Yay.
Oh God! Imagine lifting him, smelling. Blech.
Oh.
Armpit right in your face.
Well, they
That's right.
Gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. So all this changed, didn't it? All this scenes with Gorby and
Someone's going to Siberia. Look at that face.
yeah. I came here, and if I can change, you can change. And we all can listen to Frankie Goes to Hollywood, 2 Tribes.
Relax. Don't do it.
You can
Don't do it.
We can change.
Great album.
I can't.
Makes me think
Quit
of
you,
Zoolander,
Rocky.
You can't quit you.
Yes.
I just like the
MC,
translation. I'm sorry.
Yes, like a sack of spuds, mate. Like a sack of spuds.
Seriously, that speech he gives at the end is absolute bollocks, isn't it?
No, the whole thing was wild.
Well, because it was so it was
It
so
was
Cold
bad.
War-ish. It's just like,
Yeah.
come on, man. A boxer doesn't need to get political. You know.
Oh god, the credits really did get up my ass on this one. Oh my god. Seriously. What
Wait.
the hell?
What the critics do to you?
I just thought it was just ridiculous because he was obviously stretching the film, wasn't he? So he just put all these pictures in so he can stretch the
Montage
credits
pictures,
as well.
Yep.
Oh, understood.
If this film had been made today, do you know this scene now where he got political?
Yeah.
Obviously, back in 1985, they waited until 89 minutes to the end for the message.
Mhm.
Whereas if this had been written today, we'd have had 89 minutes of the message before this, wouldn't we? As well as the message. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
There was a point in there somewhere. I'll let you know when I
Well,
can
next time,
figure
point
out
it out.
It would have been a film purely about the message.
The message.
The message.
That's all the advertising would have been, and if you don't want to like it, then you just don't watch the movie.
The movie. Well, as I said, this movie was okay.
This was the moment where, again, respect between the gladiators.
Which was added in this scene because
Yeah.
Didn't want to piss off the Russians.
Yeah, and I do believe that is it.
Cue Eye the Tiger.
They all walk off into the sunset with the montage end credits that fucked or pissed Ian off. Okay, so we have got a few minutes. We're going to try and bail out on 2:30. So I always ask a sentence or a paragraph from each of the guests. I'll just put all the guests back up. So I will do it in order on my screen. So PCAT, your thoughts, my friend?
Good movie. I don't think I like or dislike it any more than the regular version. They're very much the same. And if I was, in my ranking of all the Rocky movies, including the 2 Creeds, even though I like both versions, or I think I like the regular version more, but whatever. It's still probably next to last for me of all the Rocky movies. Only Rocky 5 Rocky 5 is the one I dislike, and this one ranks next to last, but I still like it though. And if anything, this movie is a very 80s movie, and it has all the elements of a comic book superhero story. The invincible villain kills the good, the old hero, the young hero comes up and gets his revenge. It's a very comic book like story, or has comic book elements to it.
And
overall, a good 80s movie.
Yeah, and montage is coming out the floorboards. So what more do you need? Okay, Ian, your thoughts?
This film is only good for the fights, in my opinion. It's okay, it's seriously, it's good. It's it's slightly better than the first one, but it still suffers from the same thing. The film is too short, and the script is lean, too lean, in fact, and they try to disguise it with some of the montage scenes and put in long credits and stuff. Really, if you look at it, the film was probably about 60 minutes tops.
Yeah.
But when they add everything in there, it kind of reached to 80, and that kind of equals a feature film. It's a Sylvester Stallone movie, and for its time, it was a lot of fun. But as I said, this one for me was the last because it didn't have the
Okay.
Rocky theme, and and it for me, as I said, Rocky 5 was probably the one that comes before this one, in my opinion. Rocky 1, 2, and 3 were terrific. I even like Rocky 6, actually. I thought Rocky 6 was really
Rocky
good
6.
as well. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. But it's okay. It's harmless, isn't it? Harmless fun, as far as I
So,
was concerned.
other than all that, you loved it. Okay, so
Loved it like a
Martin
bucket of
Muses,
Yes, sir.
piss.
dicks,
Bag of rocks.
thoughts.
Yeah, a bag
Yeah.
of dicks.
Well, my thoughts are, I feel like this is a better movie than the original one. I think without some of the superfluous robot affair, it to me feels a little better. It feels like it's a little tighter, and maybe I've been unduly influenced by Creed 1 and especially Creed 2, but going back and seeing this again, I enjoyed it immensely and was very moved. I think it's a good movie, and Ian's wrong. So there.
He is.
Yes.
With thinking like that, and statements like that, you will go very far on this channel. Reni, thoughts?
Yeah, even though I still liked it, it was I'm sorry, I do like the original version better, and I know this is cheesy, but I
Better.
kind of do like the robot. But also
Yes.
watching Apollo getting just freaking destroyed for so long, it was
Yeah.
hard to watch that. It really was. I did like a lot of the added dialogue, but I think I prefer the original version better. To me, if I had to rank the movies, I would go 3, 2, 1, 4, 6, and then 5. Absolutely do not like number 5. Just saying.
Okay, Ian's wrong. Okay, my thoughts is I've never seen any of the other films.
Which is a crime.
Oh, it's a crime against humanity.
Shame. I need
In
Butter Bell.
1985, when we saw this on VHS, as I said, my friend and I love this, and I'm a massive fan of this purely because if I think if anybody has ever trained hard at the gym for to reach a goal, or train long and hard, you can really just seeing them two guys, it's just like fucking hell, just incredible athletes. But a lot of love for this film, and both versions, just love both versions. I'd love Stallone to do like a mega cut, which would be fantastic. But anyway, I will just say to everybody in the chat, a little bit slow to get going this evening, but we got a few there in the end. So cheers, guys. I do appreciate the interaction. As I always say, we are nothing without the chats, and I truly mean that. So thank you, guys. I will thank the guests in the running order on my screen. Cheers, PCAT.
Thank you very much. Always love talking Rocky. Even if we ever wind up talking Rocky 5, I will still enjoy talking about it, even if I don't like the movie.
You are truly the wingman of this channel. Thank you, my friend. Ian, thank you, my friend.
No worries, no worries.
You're wrong about Rocky 5. Teresa, thank you, my darling. Pleasure to have you on.
Oh, thank you, and thanks for inviting me.
Anytime. And last but by no means least, newly engaged to the lucky boy Tyrone, it's the wonderful Reni A.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. Always a pleasure. PCAT, Ian, and Teresa. Teresa, it's nice to have you on here for the first time, at least when I'm here. So I'm very glad that we could talk about, stuff that we all like. It's always fun for me. And yeah, this has been great. So anything Rocky. And Mr. Brown, I want to say that you said something about doing The Godfather this month?
Yes, 50th apparently. So I thought it seemed appropriate that we should do it.
Woot!
Greatest
So
movie ever made.
we will. I need to watch it as well, so we will do that. Try and do. I think the anniversary is at the end of the month. I will look into that. Whichever the weekend is closest to it, we'll do it then. I will just say also, Matt 1 or Matt the First, you are more than welcome to come on here anytime, my friend. So I think that's it. I'm thinking about maybe doing a musing show tomorrow, talk about what's been going on this week. Plus, I've just passed 300 subs, so would seem an opportunity to get together. So, thank you. So, I think that is it. 2 hours 30. Considering the amount of slides, that's the result. So, please like, subscribe, share, do all the usual stuff, and we will see you soon. Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Good night.
James Brown.